Hello, chat. Sorry, I had to make ramen because I didn't eat yet. It's funny because we're gonna be playing it, but I think the first 20 minutes is gonna be me not playing Genshin and eating because I need to eat. Oh my gosh. Hello everyone. Hello. Sorry I was saving you for a while. Hello Flo. Hello Ultra. Hello Churros. Oh my gosh, thank you for the hydrate. You're in class so you can't stay? Okay, thank you so much. Thank you for the redeems. I'm sorry I couldn't acknowledge it. I was away from keyboard. Hello Bob. In and out of work. Okay. Ultra, hello. Oh my gosh, how are you, Fluff? Hello, Zuku. Ramen is live. You're sharing that ramen, Lamau? When I say ramen, it's like you know the budak noodles? I made that, but it's like cheese flavored, so I'm gonna be eating that. I don't know if you guys could hear the chewing sound though. So, if you guys can, I'm sorry. Honestly, it's been 6 days since I last streamed. And during these, I should change chill chats to deep chats. Hello, Jackie! Hello. We're streaming early today? Yeah, we are, because I really don't know when I'm gonna have time to stream. So this is the reason why I haven't been streaming this past few days. Both my mom and my dad have been home, like alternating being at home. And my grandma being in the hospital, that's another thing. But I find it very difficult to stream when they're home because my walls are very thin, that's one thing. And two, I don't really feel like they understand. Like, I think they try, but you know, coming from an Asian household, privacy ain't a thing, okay? We always talk about, or should I say, you guys always talk about deep stuff like death and things. Is that bad, Zuku? Is it bad that we always talk about life? I feel like I'm in that stage of life. Well, season at least. Like I'm at the season right now because I'm like transitioning into the work life thing, adulting. I've just been thinking about deep philosophical stuff, and it's like, sure, I can talk about random shit. Like, oh my gosh, how would it feel if you got fire noodle sauce in your eyes? You know, like how much do you think you'll burn? You know, like I can talk about random stuff, but my mind, it's not. I'm not in the headspace for just talking crap anymore because I feel like I like listening to it. That's good. Jackie says, "Oh yeah, parents barging into a child's room and going, who are you talking to? Is so common, for real." Or like, Tiff, I need you to do this, and it's like, I'm streaming. Or like, Tiff, I need you to make this call. Or like, I need you to do this. It's like, it's just like, I understand. Like you need to talk to, like you need me to do stuff, but it's like I really have no privacy when my parents are home. And even if I try to tell them like, oh please give me privacy, it's still like it disrupts my headspace, or like it disrupts the space enough where it becomes very awkward for me. And I know like obviously because I'm streaming, you guys can't really tell that I'm feeling awkward because you guys can't really see my face, but I feel very, very awkward every time like the door gets open and it's left open, like, you know, or like if my mom just like if her audio is being picked up by the stream, which usually does. I'm not surprised that it does, considering how my equipment can pick up the freaking bread man, you know, and the Hong Kong beep beeps across the road. But I just don't like it. Because it kind of knocks me out of the space, like if that makes sense. I feel like when I'm streaming, I'm in this headspace of like I'm here to entertain and kind of work in a way, but it's fun work, you know. It's fun. Oh, Pineapple! Thank you for the for the follow. Thank you for the raid. Sorry, I'm like so out of it. May I have a shout out? Oh my gosh. Thank you, thank you. Welcome raiders. I'm Tiff or Tiffa. I'm supposed to be eating some noodles, and so I'm just gonna AFK on Genshin while I talk about life or having deep conversation. But Jacob, hello, thank you for the follow. Haseki, thank you for the follow as well. Welcome to the Tiffa fam. What were you playing, Panato? You were doing art? You were doing art? I hope you had a good stream. And yeah, I hope you get some good rest, because you know, after streaming and you send your crew, your team to like another streamer, you kind of just want to pass out. Yeah, I was doing art. Nice. What are you drawing? Okay, I want to check it out. Let me peek at your profile. Are you in the NA time zone? Cause I know. Oh, you're Malaysians! I'm Malaysian too. I'm a fake Malaysian though. I'm like a weird Malaysian. I don't know how to explain it. Like, I am Malaysian by birth, but by culture, I am not Malaysian, which is really awkward and weird. And I talked about this in the stream before. It sucks. Like, I was raised in the US, but I have a Malaysian citizenship. But because I was not raised in Malaysia, I don't really have. I barely pass as a Malaysian. Exactly. Like I know the stereotypical Malaysian things like, oh, nasi lemak, you know, like, or like government school sucks, you know, like. I don't like the generic Malaysian style, but if you're talking about like real Malaysian culture, I don't have that, because I didn't. I was born in Australia. Oh my gosh. Hi Cryptic, hello honey! We're basically twins. Oh my gosh, but that wait, did you wait, are you like, okay, so you're born and raised in Malaysia, in Australia, and then you came to Malaysia, or the other way around? Let me give you a follow, honey. Your content looks so freaking cute. Like, I just realized Pandato is panda potato. You're a panda potato. That's mind-boggling adorable. That's so freaking cute. You're like the opposite of me in a way. Like, you're born in Australia, but you were raised in Malaysia. I joined the football team in my school. I look like a midget in front of the other kids. Oh my gosh, Audra, congratulations on joining the football team though. Congratulations. But Nato says, grew up in Malaysia, but chill, live in Australia now-ish. I wish I was born in the States, so even if I had to like come back to Malaysia, I would be able to go back, you know? Panato, thank you for the follow. Strom 6872 37, thank you for the follow as well. Welcome to the Tiffa fam, guys. Welcome. I think, did I hit my follower goal? No, I haven't. Okay, no. We're still getting there. Yeah, I wish I could like go overseas. Because I can't. It's really hard for me to assimilate to Malaysia because I can't speak Malay, and I have really absolutely no desire to learn the language. I tried, you know, but like it's hard. And this is like linked in with the struggles of being enfp. I need to take a bite of my noodles. Okay, take cryptic. Bye. Zuko says almost nearing that 1K mod karaoke. I know, right? Ocho says so close to 1,000. I know, we're so close. 1 year ago. Fernando says, oh, it's okay. My first few years coming back to also rough too. I just would feel much more comfortable living in an English-speaking country, because like, again, I was raised in America, so English is the only language I really know like the back of my hand. I could speak a bit of Mandarin, but not enough to like read and whatnot. But like it's difficult because like let's say I'll go to like the hospital in Malaysia. Everything is in Malay. Everything is in Malay, so it's like I can't understand jack shit unless we ask them. I know you guys speak English, but when it comes to government stuff, like even if I want to get my passport renewed, everything is in Malay. When I want to get certain investments or loans, like I understand that banks, most of like the international banks or like most banks are in English, but there are a lot of things that are in Malay. Like example, when I wanted to take a student loan, PTPTN, that was in Malay. Everything was in Malay, and I couldn't understand or speak the language or even read. So it was like a constant needing to like Google Translate. It was very difficult. And so like, as much as I love the country, and I really do, I think Malaysia is a beautiful country, lovely weather. Let's say we have a pretty good culture, like work culture wise and whatnot, depending on what industry you're in. A lot of potential, but I always feel very alienated because I can't understand like the basic stuff in terms of like, let's say I want to pay my bills. My bills are given to me in Malay as well. If oh my gosh, my mouth is on fire. Dying. Oh my gosh. For context, guys, I'm eating budak noodles, like fire noodles, and so oh, well, I just took like 3 bites in a row, and like my mouth is like burning. It's so good though. Like, how are these noodles so good? But they're so painful. Oh my gosh. So Jacob Hello says, I also have no idea what is going on when I went back to my country because I didn't go up there and I don't stay there. What country did you go back to, Jacob, if you don't mind me asking? Izuku says, now I'm in the mood for something spicy. Dude. I'm sorry if I'm panting, but it's just so spicy. I'm tearing up. Oh my gosh. Hydrate. I'm dying. Oh my gosh. My mouth's on fire. Okay, I need water. I can't do this. I think the sadistic thing about fire noodles is that even after you drink water, it makes it worse. Like, I don't know why, but drinking water makes the fire burn more. Jackie says, hey, ignoring it. Pendato says, yeah, I kind of want instant noodles. Dude, instant noodles are good. Hey, Skylar! What time is it in Australia right now? So yeah, I've been wanting to like go overseas. Water spreads the oil in your mouth, so of course it hurts more. That's the science behind it! That's the reason? Oh my gosh, I didn't know that was the reason. I thought it was just something to do with the chemical bonding or something. Why is it die? Because I'm eating fire noodles. I'm eating fire noodles. Planado says it's like 1 PM in Australia, but I'm back in Malaysia now. Oh! Welcome back. Do you like Australia more or Malaysia more? Because like, obviously, like I'm wanting to go back to English-speaking country, right? But I don't really know how. Because like the opportunities as an alien, you know, not like an actual alien, but like as a foreigner, overseas, they prioritize their citizens more. Say Australia, it'll give us hope that the world doesn't suck. Dre. Panado says they're very different. I think Panado sounds like she prefers. Are your pronouns she, her? Let me know if I'm getting the pronouns wrong, if anything. Okay. Vanilla says, so I'm gonna go eat breakfast now. Okay, yeah, please do that. JK says, drink cold Coke or milk would be better. The thing is, every time I drink cold milk and I eat like fire noodles, my throat. I don't know if it's just me, but it gets like very like flammy. Like, you know, like there's a lot of like like a lot of like sticky feeling in the back of my throat. And usually this happens when I eat spicy like fire noodles anyways. All the best with classes, guys. Yeah, she, her. Okay. Thank you. So, yeah, it's just rough because like, it sucks being the citizen of a country, but yet feeling so alien from the country due to language barriers. You know, I feel like cultural barriers I can still get over, because like cultural barriers, yeah, I don't understand Malaysian culture really, but there's like not every Malaysian I meet is super Malaysian. Oh my gosh, I'm getting a call. Wait, give me a second. Hello? No, no. Why? Why is that a thing? Why did they? Oh my goodness, my mom attached her. Okay, this is very complicated, so like bear with me. But my mom attacked. I'm getting attacked by slimes. Okay, they're not slimes per se, but you know. I don't need this right now. My mom attached her credit. Okay, this is so confusing. It's like my sister's credit card, but it's under my mom's income statement, but they put the card under my phone number. So it's like, oh, why would you do that? I know. Okay, Benato, all the best. All I can say is all about Australia versus Malaysia. Malaysia food is way better. True. Okay, that's one thing about Malaysia that I do agree they have better. Dre says, have you ever watched the Food Theory on how to beat Hot Ones challenge? No, I haven't. Zuko says, wait, I heard that something demented in Australia. Is it true that if you ran over a kangaroo, you need to get out the car, reach in its pocket, and if there's like a baby kangaroo inside, you need to not alive it? Wait, really? Is that true? Malay class with Tifsoon? No. Jackie says, I actually recommend cold Coke because of Food Theory. Oh, is it because Coke, like the carbonated fizz, breaks down the oil? Is that why? Panato says, Nani, I never heard of that. Oh my gosh. Okay, take care, Panato. Thank you for the raid again. Good luck with the rest of the stream. Thank you, honey. Thank you. Zuko says, I only heard of that from a friend. I don't know if it's real or not. Dude, I feel like your Aussie friend is trolling you, Zuko. He's trolling you for real. This is not gonna be a long Genshin stream. I'm probably, granted that no one comes home yet, I'm probably gonna speedrun my commissions. And maybe move to art or just chatting. We'll see. Because a baby kangaroo cannot live without its parents, so it's kind of a mercy killing for them. Damn, that's rough. That's dark. I hope that's not true. Cause it's like, imagine having to kill something. Like, especially a baby. Imagine having to kill a baby. That's really deranged. Even if it's an animal, like a baby animal. I think it's even worse if it's a baby animal. You'll learn more about spices. Thank you, Dre. I'll watch it. I forgot, but the sweetness overpowers the spices in the palate. Really? I don't have Coke, but I have the honey drink. Rabbit Ray? Ari, you! Thank you for the follow! Welcome to the Tifa fam, Ari. Late? No, it's okay! It's okay, it's okay, it's never too late. Sorry, I'm chewing. Why does it do that? Like every 2-3 bites it like burns. Like the first 2 to 3 bites, it's like it's okay. It's like, oh wow, this is so delicious. This is so yummy. Then by the 3rd bite, it's just uncontrollable pain. This is so masochistic. I can't. It needs a second to set in, I guess. True. Zuko says, I mean the guilt running over an adult kangaroo and then you have to kill the baby, which adds more to the guilt, for real. But how fast or how reckless are you driving that you run over? That you straight up run over a kangaroo. Kangaroos are huge. How are you? Thank you for the follow again. Jackie asks, by the way, new mic when? Dre says this Friday. Yeah, I was supposed to collect it on Monday. By the way, I don't even know what mic it is. Should I Google what mic it is, Dre, so I can like do a bit of research on how to install it or whatever? What is the mic called again? Watch the video, you know. I don't remember the content. Maano PM43. You know, I have this question about tech. Why is it that tech has like random letters and numbers? It doesn't mean something? Or is it literally just random letters and numbers to identify the model or something like that? Like, I don't understand. That's something I don't understand. The coding means something, just not something I know. Okay. Okay. So, we're gonna go into deep conversation, but let's do commissions first. Cause I can't multitask. I can't have like a super thought-provoking deep conversation, eat noodles, and play Genshin at the same time. My brain is pretty advanced, but not that advanced. You know what's funny? Compared to like my normie friends, I consider myself pretty good at multitasking. But compared to like my internet friends, I feel like I'm not very good at multitasking. I feel like they're much better at multitasking. So I'm wondering if there's a correlation to that. Like, is there something about like the online space that just makes you better at multitasking, or like having shorter attention spans or something like that? I don't know. Yeah, welcome back, Bob. Welcome. How are you? Jay says alive and well or not well. Not sure. Yeah, I'll come back to you on that. Oh, by the way, chat, I need your answers, okay? Do you guys think Toblerone is better than Ferrero Rocher? Like in terms of quality, in terms of like everything, like do you guys think Toblerone is higher quality or like I guess in a sense better than Ferrero Rocher? I want to know too if I can multitask. I thought you can multitask pretty good. Like you literally can stream and draw and talk at the same time. Grace says your sister has the wrong opinion. Ariu says I'm just lurking because I'm still at work, but have a good stream and enjoy your noms. Aw, thank you, Ari! Thank you for the lurk. Zuka says never had Ferrero, but I love Toblerone. Zuka says tough question. I think Toblerone's gotten worse, but I like it better. Jackie says I salivate on the thought of eating Ferrero, but not for Toblerone. Jay says no, I stopped speaking midway. I can't really sometimes. Oh, okay. Okay, here's the thing. I don't like Ferrero that much because it's hazelnut, okay? I'm not a big fan of hazelnut chocolate. I like Toblerone, but even I can acknowledge that I feel like Ferrero is the superior chocolate because of the levels, the layers, the packaging compared to Toblerone, okay? Like, Van! Okay, you're here, Van! Do you think Toblerone is better than Ferrero, or is Ferrero Rocher better than Toblerone? Okay. And like, are you gifting chocolate tip? No. I was in a grocery store and we passed by the chocolate aisle with my sister, and my sister was like, "Oh, a giant bar of Toblerone is way better than Ferrero, like a box of Ferrero Rocher." And I was like, "What? No way!" Like literally. Okay, if you were to give any person like just like a Toblerone bar, it just feels like an gift. But if you give someone like a box of Ferrero Rocher, it feels like a bougie gift. You know, like Ferrero Rocher is one of those chocolates that is like it's a very good bougie chocolate to give. Even if you don't like chocolate, or I don't like hazelnut, but I can acknowledge that Ferrero did a pretty damn good job in their branding and in their like the way they layered their chocolate. And it's like whether or not you give it to a kid or to an adult, and it could be any adult in any phase of life, they will still appreciate Ferrero because it's okay, one is easier to eat, but also it's like it's just nice to look at. The packaging is so nice. The little gold or brown in the plastic casing, box casing, it's just like nice overall. But I like Toblerones more, okay? I like Toblerones more because I don't eat Toblerones a lot, and also I don't really like nuts, so I like, even though I don't really like nuts, right? I can still appreciate Ferrero, which I feel like that speaks quality. Like that speaks levels on its like quality, I guess. But I do prefer Toblerone because like it's just more unique, and it's basically just like a milk chocolate bar. You can't really go wrong with it. But even though I like Toblerone more, I still will acknowledge that I feel like Ferrero is superior generally, not because of personal preference, but just generally. And yeah, it's just easier to eat and whatnot. And my sister, I feel like my youngest sister and I, we have very different ways of thinking. And she hasn't reached the stage in her life where she has the ability to agree to disagree. Like she's the kind of person that gets really, really upset and disturbed if someone close to her doesn't share the same ideology or values as her. Which is like, to me, I'm like, you're gonna have a hard time in life if that's the mentality you have going in, into life. Oh shit. Oops. Oh no, can you? I killed her. How old's your youngest sister? My youngest sister is 19. So she was like, oh no, but Toblerone is still superior because it's from Switzerland and because I like Toblerone more. I'm like, I get that you like Toblerone more, but even though you have like a bias towards Toblerone, you need to be able to put aside your biases to make a statement that is so general. Like the general statement that she was making is that Toblerone is more superior in terms of quality and gifting compared to Ferrero, which I felt like no, that doesn't make sense. That doesn't really add up. And her data, quote quote, behind it is because she prefers Toblerone more, which I was like, that's a fallacy, you know, that's your illogical fallacy, you know. And like we had a little fight over it, and it was so stupid. It was so like literally, it was so petty. Oh no, I have to restart the bouncing. It was so stupid because like I don't care for petty arguments. Like I don't like to fight. I'm really the kind of person that's like agree to disagree. But it's like it's so hard to agree to something when she is like literally trying so hard to prove that her opinion is right, when her opinion is based on something that is so illogical. Like it just baffles me, okay? Fighting over chocolate. So that's like one thing. Then like 2 hours later, we got in another huge fight, but it's not just between me and my sister. It was like me, my mom, and my sister. And my mom was basically, the fight was between my mom and my sister. And then my mom dragged me into it. But I didn't know it was a fight between my mom and my sister. So basically what happened was a political party near our area was that we didn't vote for, okay? We didn't vote for this political party. But this political party was giving out face masks, okay? To the general public. And my mom is like, okay, let's take some face masks because they're giving it out for free. And my sister was like, no, you can't collect it because you're not supporting that political party. And if you were to get the face mask, you're accepting a bribe. They're basically bribing you. And so that was an argument between like my mom and my sister. And my mom was like, dude, like, just like me taking a face mask from a political party doesn't mean I'm accepting a bribe. And then my sister is like, no, it is, because they want your votes. And I don't think she understands how politics works. But so that was the conversation that's going on behind the scenes. So when we got home, my mom asked me like, oh Tiff, this political party was giving out free face masks, but my sister doesn't, like, your sister didn't allow me being the mom, okay? My sister didn't allow my mom to collect it. And she asked me, what did I think? And I said, just collect it. Just because you're collecting the face masks doesn't mean you're gonna vote for them. You know? They're just and face masks, we're running low on face masks anyways. So it's like, it doesn't really matter. Just freaking take it, you know? Like that's my stance on it, okay? When my sister heard my answer, she got so mad. She was like, that's accepting a bribe. Like you are not even voting for that political party. You're accepting. I'm like, excuse me, like the party we're voting for is giving out water bottles. Okay, like if you're talking about that political party bribing us with face masks, then what about our political party? Our political party is bribing people with water bottles. Then, like it just mind blows me, because it's not like the face mask has the political party on it. It's just literally face mask. There's no like branding on it. I mean, if they're giving out free face masks, even if it's a bribe or not, no one know you voted for that guy. Exactly. So I told her we could just take the face mask and not vote. And then she was like, no, but they're already expecting you to vote. I'm like, what, are they gonna like hold a gun to my head and force me to vote for them because I took their face mask? Like, that's not how it works, you know? That's not how life works. It doesn't make sense. It's not logical. And she was like, yeah, but you're going against their expectations, or because they already expect you to vote for them when you take this bribe. It's basically a bribe. And I'm like, if taking free face masks is a bribe, my vote is cheap AF, dude. My vote is dirt cheap. Like a face mask literally costs like, a pack of face masks costs like 3 ringgit, okay? If you buy it at like the Taobao shops, okay? Like, like, and what kind of bribes are you accepting? It was just so naive. Yeah, it is. It was very funny. It was very naive. My sister is ENFP, under 16 personalities, but I think she's like a INFJ, maybe, or IST. I don't know. I don't know what she is, honestly. I don't really know. Cause she has ENFP, like, but honestly, the way she thinks and the way she like approaches stuff is very different from the way I approach stuff. Can explain the naivety. As an INFJ, what are you implying? I don't know, Dre, but it was just like, I was just like mad because I was just like, she got so mad over it. She was like, I don't know. She was like, you're a Christian, but you're accepting bribes, and I'm like, how is me taking face masks a bribe? And I didn't even take the face mask yet. This was like a theoretical. Like I was just like, INFJs tend to get offended easily, and criticism hurts. It's not like that guy's personnel will be at the voting booths and check every person. Okay, it's very, very naive to think that way because it's like, okay, let's say it is a bribe. Okay, it's a cheap ass bribe though, but let's say it is a bribe. The people who are collecting the bribe are more likely to vote for that political party than the people who are taking the mask and not voting for the political party. So those who are not voting for that political party should just take the mask because it won't be a bribe because they're not voting for that political party anyways. For them, they will literally just be taking free masks. So it's like, there's no wrong in this situation. I'm like that's why my mom is so worried about her. My mom, and she's going to the US, okay? She's going to the States in December. My mom is like, Tiff, like I'm very worried because she's so naive. Like she has this very narrow-minded way of seeing the world. And it's gonna be very hard for her to reconcile things because she has this like, even when it comes to like philosophical stuff, she has a very strong stance on it, and it's not like open to change, if that makes sense. You know, like let's say for example, both me and my sister, we want to wait until marriage, right? Or like we both, let me think of a better example. Okay, so she has this idea because she hasn't had her first kiss yet, right? She has this idea that she will have her first kiss on her wedding, which is very cute. And I like, if that's really what you want for yourself, then go for it. But at the same time, because she has this idea of like, I need to have my first kiss only on my wedding day, and it only has to be with my true love. It's very cute. I really like admire her for it because it's not easy. Hello, Hazuki-man, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Tifa fam. It's very, very cute, but because of that, the way she sees men and the way she dates is very broken in a sense where like, she won't date a guy unless he's ready to marry her. And I was just like, that's so naive. And that doesn't make sense. Because the whole point of going on dates is to see if you guys are even compatible to date. And in this instance that you guys aren't compatible to date, then you... No, she's not that. She's not that stupid. Hello, I'm from Malaysia. Hello. I forgot to eat my noodles. So, oh god, my dad's calling me. Man, even when they're not, I always get disrupted. She's an idealist, very, very much an idealist. So it got to the point where she wouldn't even hang out with guys one-on-one because she has such bad experiences dating. And I think because like I don't think she has the right idea of what dating is like. And it's like she was like telling me like I don't want to go on dates with guys. I don't want to be one-on-one with a guy. Because every time I'm one-on-one with a guy, he always like shows that he is interested in dating me. Like he's interested in me. And I'm like, yeah, that's why they asked you on a date. Because if they weren't interested in dating you, why would they ask you out on a date? You know? No. What happens if she wants to go? No, she's not gay, so she has like no problems going one-on-one with a girl. But it's like, I think she's like, it's very naive. Basically, it's purely naive thinking, and the naivety is not logically realistic. It is not impossible. I'm not saying it's impossible. And I think the reason why she has these beliefs is because she seen or heard stories on media or whatever of these rare cases, and she's like, I want that for myself, you know, like God can give me this. But it's like that's like what if in the event, I'm not saying God can't do that for you, but in the event that he doesn't do that for you and you don't have that same experience, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna close yourself off, or are you gonna like I don't know how to explain it, chat. Like I feel like I'm not doing the best. I feel like I'm not doing the best job at explaining it. But it's basically like I feel like she thinks that and this is in the instance of relationships. Guys can only call her out to date one-on-one if they only want to be friends with her, which to me is like the odds of that happening are literally so rare, especially in a country like Malaysia where it's so conservative. If you have that kind of mindset in a more liberal country like maybe the States, or like maybe I don't know, other countries where like having boy-girl relationships is very normal, and you can, you know, it's not that conservative. I feel like Malaysia is very conservative. I feel like we're getting there in the liberalism, but we're still majority conservative. And there's this like weird culture in Malaysia where I don't think it's just Malaysia. I think it's Asia in general. Where it's like, oh, if you're a guy and a girl and you're spending a lot of time together alone, you guys must like each other. You know, like I find that kind of culture and mentality very suffocating when I first moved here, because obviously that was not the case at all in the States. In the States, it's like you could literally hang out with a guy alone, and it literally means nothing, and people won't think much of it. But in a more conservative environment, there is a lot of connotations and a lot of implications. So I was kind of explaining to her, like, if a guy, especially in Malaysia, is going to ask you out, and he wants to be alone with you when he goes out, like it's like alone in the mall, or like not alone in like a room or whatever, but like just like they want to spend one-on-one time with you, it's likely that they like you and they want to pursue a romantic relationship with you. Not to say that you have to engage in romantic activities or meet their wants and desires and expectations of, like, you still have your own stance. And like I was telling her, like, you should just go into it with an open mind. Like, even if they are trying to see you romantically, if you don't see them romantically, just friend zone them, or like if you're really so uncomfortable by it, then don't go out. But if that's the mentality you're gonna have throughout your whole life, how exactly do you expect to date or find a husband? Like, she wants to get married eventually, right? How do you plan to find a husband, or like to be married or to get a husband if you can't even go on romantic dates and not feel pressured? Because like you can't go, like relationships aren't like, hey, me, you, we like each other, we go on the first date, we immediately fall in love, and we're immediately in a serious relationship. That's not how it works, you know? Like you need to get to know the other person, and usually the way to get to know the other person is to spend time with them. Granted, yeah, of course you can spend time with them in a group setting, and that's one way to get to know them. But I realize, based on personal experience, that people, myself included, in a group setting is going to be different when I'm alone with someone. So it's like you still need to go on one-on-one dates to figure out if you and the other person are compatible to date. You know? Group and individual meetup is different. I believe both is important. Like, you get more holistic view of the person when you see them in a group setting and when you see them in an individual setting. There's a more like true view of who that person is. Bob says Imoto-chan ganbare. I'm rooting for her too, really, like, cause like her ideals are very like fantasy-like and they're very innocent, they're very pure. But I'm just worried that on her road to attaining that, she may be faced with harsh realities that will cause her to break instead of bend. Yeah, I'm done with my food. Okay. I think I'm done with my commissions, so I can move on to art now. Let me just what was for lunch? I had fire noodles. So my mouth is a bit on fire now. I need to really wash the plates though, because fire noodle grease is just like nasty. I need to wash it. So I'm gonna BRB real quick to wash the dishes. So I'll be like right back. Okay, I'm back. Let me move to art. Give me a second. Maybe we'll do a bit of just chatting first, because I don't know if I can draw and talk at the same time. Okay, there we go. What's making lunch? Okay, Bob, thank you for the lurk. So, oh, I just realized I have a black border around my. I'll be back screen. So, the deep conversation that I want to have, that I want to talk about, is like shared experiences and perceived realities. They sound like big words. But I feel like the way we perceive things affects our reality, right? And I feel like the ability to differentiate what is reality and what is your perceived reality are very different things. And that's something that like I came to awareness only recently. And I think it's a good awareness to have. And because I'm aware of it, people who don't have this awareness kind of like peeve me in a sense where I feel like when you don't have that ability to acknowledge that your perceived reality is not actually reality, it makes it harder for people to understand misunderstandings or to give account of their own misgivings. Like for example, I'll give like a very basic example. When I was with Normie, there was one day, like this was like the start of our first fight, right? I was really, really sad. On the day that we first fought, I was really, really sad. I was having a really bad day. So I was like not like talking to anyone. I was just very quiet and I was really like down to myself. But in his opinion, in his perceived reality, he thought that I was being rude. And he thought that I was being not to say bitchy, but he was like, why is she ignoring people? Why is she being so rude and not acknowledging people? Why is she not being friendly? Is she mad? Like what is wrong with her? You know? So he saw me as like, oh, she's being mad and rude. But in my shoes, I was just really hurt and sad, so I needed time to just like I was doing my best to like be in the group, but I wanted to go home. Like, and because I was not in a position where I could just up and leave and go home, I was kind of just stuck, like trying to be happy but not being able to. So I just kept to myself, and like that's what I mean by like these different perceived realities cause a misunderstanding that erupted in a fight. And so like I acknowledge that even though it was not my intention and in my opinion, I was not being rude, I was not whatever it was that he was accusing me of, I can understand and see how he can perceive me in that way. And in the same manner, like this thing happened recently, okay? My sister was very sad and hurt over something my mom did. And so she, in my mom's view and eyes, my sister disrespected my mom's friends. Okay? And my mom's friends picked it up. And my mom's friends told my mom, what is going on with your daughter? Why does she not like us? Like why is she so rude? So obviously my mom got upset. But when my mom confronted my sister on it, like why were you so rude to my guests? Like why are you treating them that way? She got very mad and upset, and she was like, I was hurt. I respected your friends, blah 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 blah. And she got very defensive because she was very much in her own perceived reality, and she accepts that to be it. and she expects people to see and accept her reality for everyone's reality. And that to me was very, there's something about it that irks me. I don't know if you guys get what I mean, but it was like very like, to me it seemed very it seemed very self-centered almost, because it's like, although I understand you were hurt in that situation and you were upset and whatnot, I think you still owe mom an apology for disrespecting her friends, even if that wasn't your intention and you believe that you didn't because you replied to them. But the fact that not only mom but also her friends felt like you disrespected them, that's 3 people versus 1. You know what I mean? Like, there has to be something that you were doing, what, either consciously or unconsciously, through like maybe your behavior, your face, your body language, that made them feel disrespected, and you need to take accountability and responsibility for that, you know, because you're adult, you're not a baby anymore. And she got very very upset, obviously, and after I told her that, I was just like, you know what, I'm not gonna say anymore. And this is like she was like very stubborn in a sense where like she couldn't like accept what was being told because she is very wrapped up in her own hurt. Welcome back, Ultra. Welcome back. So it was just like, hello Ali, hello. Ultra says, Tifa, what's a vampire's favorite bath? I don't know. Welcome back, Bob. So it's like, I guess that's why my mom is so concerned about her. A bloodbath? Oh my gosh, Ultra. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I guess that's why like she's worried, because it's just like, if you're too caught up in your own perceived reality, you're gonna hurt a lot of people around you. And like, it takes a lot to get someone who's a bit stubborn out of their own head, you know. I kind of had this problem with Normie's sister as well, because Normie's sister is also very like idealistic in a way where it's like, this is how I see things, this is how things ought to be, this is right, so everyone should be doing the right thing, everyone should be doing things this way. But it's like, not everyone has the same convictions, beliefs, thoughts, and ideologies as you do, so it's not fair. And even if it's like, even if we were to share the same ideology, okay, it's still, and maybe like I know you have the best interest for me at heart, and we're best friends, or like we're family, or whatever, it's still not right to enforce your beliefs and your own moral code or convictions onto someone. Ali says, I feel like I'm lost in this conversation, but I hope everything is alright. Oh, Ali, I'm talking about perceived realities versus reality. So like, the way you perceive something is not always what actually is. Like, for example, I could think that like Ollie being very quiet in the corner, like if I wanted to, I could perceive that as like, oh my gosh, Ollie's ignoring me, like Ollie is being so cold to me. But that's not actually reality, you know. The reality is, it could be like Ollie just wants to read her book in silence or something like that, you know. Like, it doesn't have to be like what I think it is, but it's like I'm talking about like how it irks me. It really bothers me when people make their perceived realities their full-on reality, and they kind of enforce or like are so convinced by it that they kind of push their perceived realities onto other people as well, you know. That to me, it just bothers me. It just doesn't make sense to me. It feels a bit like kind of controlling-ish, and I'm like, I understand that like they have good intentions usually, kind of like parasocial people, something like that. But it's more, it's almost like the feeling of shoving someone's religion down your throat. Except in this case, it's not just religion. It's just everything. That leads to gaslighting and guilt baiting. Yeah. Like for the instance of like, they cannot agree to disagree. Exactly, Bob. Exactly. They can't agree to this, and they like end up breaking down or like becoming very judgmental towards the people who have different ideologies or different thoughts or different patterns of them, and it's like, and it's very offensive because it's like, who gave you the right and authority to even like have a say in what I should believe, or like I feel like they hold certain people to a standard, and usually it's not like they hold everyone to this standard. It's usually the people that they're close to a standard that is like, that's not their standard. You know what I mean? Like I'll give another example. My sister believes that going to church is very important, and I can acknowledge that and I can second that. However, if I have Christian friends or non-Christian friends or whatever, if I have Christian friends, Christian family members that don't want to go to church because of XY, like because of a reason they feel is legitimate or I feel is like okay, like actually what I feel doesn't really matter because it's really between them, right? I have no right or position to judge or condemn them for not adhering to what I believe is right. Okay? At most, I could encourage them. At most, I could be like, hey, you should come. We'd love to have you here. But if they don't want to come, because, okay, so my mom decided to skip church one of the weekends because she wanted to, like, she bought some fish and she wanted to scale the fish or something like that. She had to scale a lot of fish. And that was very time consuming, okay? So she skipped church to scale fish. And my sister, they got in like a fight that lasted for a whole day, chat. And this is why I couldn't stream. I couldn't stream because there's so much tension in the family over the pettiest reasons and the stupidest things. And like, my sister just got so upset, like, Mom, like, how can you not go to church? You already like don't go to church, blah blah, all this stuff. And my mom is like, why can't you understand me? Like, why can't you be understanding that I don't have a lot of time, and I need time to do the things that need to be done. And she was like, why couldn't you do it later? Why did you have to do it during church? And it was just like, it was very like judgmental. It was very condemning. And the thing is, it's like, I understand where my sister is coming from too, because yes, I do think that going to church is important. And my mom doesn't go to church already because she works as a confinement nanny. So she only goes to church like maybe like 5 times a year. So every time she has the opportunity to go to church, my sisters and I do encourage her to go. But like, I felt like it was too much to fight over it, you know, because it felt like that whole like you know, when parents force their children to go do something, to go to church or whatever, it felt like that, except the roles were reversed. And like, I felt like maybe if my sister was a parent and my mom was a kid, I wouldn't be so bothered by it. But because the authority figure roles were also swapped, like the power roles were also swapped, it made it all the more disconcerting. I don't know if that's the right word. It made it all the more like uncomfortable for me to experience and to witness, because it's like, dude, that's mom. Okay, mom's a fully functional adult with her own will, with her own life, with her own choices. Yeah, it's not honoring the parents. Yeah, that's how I feel. I understand that honoring God is very important, but you cannot force people to honor God. That's not right. And like, God doesn't even force that on his children. Well, who gave you the right to force that on your own parent? Like, you know, it just mind blown me. It was like, I was just like, this is so wrong. But every time I try to step up to like defend my mom, my sister was like, "You're not being a good Christian. Like you're not pushing mom in the right direction." And I'm like, do you really think that forcing mom to go to church is going to make her love God more? Like that, I don't understand. Oh, she called me. Let me mute up real quick. Okay, sorry. Ugh, it's like it's okay. Muted him. Yeah, I had to mute because I had to pick up my sister's call. I need to send someone a message to pick up something in a bit. So I need to do that after this stream. Pats, thank you. Thank you. So I don't mean to rant. I love my sister and I think she's a good person. I think everyone has their flaws. I'm pretty sure I have my flaws too, for sure. But I find it very difficult to live with someone who is very adamant about having their way. Even if their way seems good and right, I think that makes it all the more difficult to go against it. It's like that. Okay, so like Normie's sister did this too, you know. Normie's sister had this really bad habit too. So you know how exercise is good? Exercise is good for you. It's important. But Normie's sister got to a point where if people in her family weren't exercising, she would literally condemn them. She would be like, "What is wrong with you? You are like 24." Like she was talking about her brother. She was like, you're a 20-something-year-old guy. You should be exercising. You're so weak. It's so pathetic. It's so blah blah." And she was just saying all these like horrible words, and it's like, you should be exercising every day. You should be blah 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 blah. Which is like, that's the lifestyle and standard of living that she adheres to and that she goes to, like she believes in. But evil sister red flag. But it was like I understand that this is a good thing and that this good thing works for you and you want this good thing for your loved ones, but doing like this is not what you're doing is not encouraging. What you're doing is literally it's control. You are literally trying to control someone else's life by forcing a quote unquote good thing, and it is a good thing, by forcing a good thing on them when they aren't ready to take it. Or if they are ready to take it, they're not ready to take it to that level, or this is not the way you should even be encouraging people towards this kind of thing. Like, I don't want to be condemned into exercise. You know what I mean? Like, and I felt bad because like during that time when I was dating Normie felt shitty for not exercising, but he didn't have time because he was working so much and most of his free time was spent with me, and I don't have exercise dates with him. You know, we go on walks together and we do things that are very active together, like, you know, exploring parks and whatnot. But it's like, I don't know how to explain it. It was just like, it left a bad taste in my mouth because I see it. I see like hints of it in people around me, and it makes me very uncomfortable. Giving unsolicited advice and forcing people rarely works. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. And the rough thing is, it's a good thing. So it's like when I try to explain to them that like, hey, this is not the right way to go about it, they get very defensive because it's like, it's not wrong though. It's good. Like, exercise is good. a healthy lifestyle is good. Going to church is good. Like, so it's like they get very defensive because it's tied very strongly to some kind of like belief or ideology that works for them or something like that. But it's like, yeah, but you need to let people have room and space to come to that belief or to come to that point on their own. You can maybe encourage them towards it, but you can't drag them into it because that's not how it works. They're not children. The only way to change behavior is with kindness. Yeah. Yep, so that's my rant. That's welcome to my TED Talk about I forgot to change my category. On a lighter note, I just finished my lunch. I went to wash my dishes actually. So I finished my lunch. It was all good. That's really great. Yeah. I think it's good to always have an open mind and to know that like thank you Ollie. Thank you Momo. I think it's good to have an open mind that and to have that like thing where it's like I don't know everything. I really don't know everything. And I'm not saying you should take everything as truth, but you should be open to things. You know what? Like okay, I had this perceived reality that out of all the religions out there in the world, Christianity was the religion that's most mocked in media. Okay, but then I was having a discussion with it. I was having a discussion about it with my friends, and one of my friends, Ollie, you'll know who I'm talking about. One of my friends was like, actually, no, Hinduism is mocked a lot too. And then she started explaining to me about how like the ways media mock Hinduism, and that opened up my eyes. I was like, oh my god, I didn't know about this. Like I had no clue. Like it was really purely ignorance. But like just because I'm ignorant doesn't mean I want to stay in my ignorance and be like, no, Christianity is still the only one that's mocked, you know, like no. Now I acknowledge that Hinduism is also mocked, and perhaps out there's even more religions that are being mocked in media. It's just that I'm not exposed to it, so I don't perceive that, I don't see it, so it doesn't feed into this false belief that I have. I do agree with a statement Ollie said though. Like Ollie said how like most religions are mocked out of ignorance. But I feel like Christianity is mocked because of commoditism, like it's become such a commodity that it's basically almost like a marketing scheme to mock it. It's not really a big deal anymore. So it's not held at the same scarcity level as other religions. But anyways, that's just another example of like how like my perceived reality was definitely changed by being fed new information. And I don't take this information as like truth straight up. I do my own research too. You know, like I gotta like make sure that okay, these facts are adding up and it makes like logical sense. I don't want to just like take and absorb, right? Which I feel like it's a problem people in my family have sometimes. Media literacy and information literacy is not the most. It's not the skill that's most developed in the older generation. And I've had to correct the older generation many times because they will say something that's not actually backed up by science, and they believe it because they saw it on Facebook. And I was like, I can literally post anything on Facebook. Does that mean you're gonna believe it? Like if I posted McDonald's is giving away free 500 ice cream and post on Facebook, are you gonna believe that? Are you gonna go tell your friends to go to McDonald's and get free ice cream? Like Like, hello, you can't believe everything you see on the internet. That's not how it works. Yeah. I think it's all the more dangerous when it comes to like things that sound like facts but aren't. Patrick started free ice cream. Like, my mom believes that you can't use your phone when you're pumping petrol. Because if you're pumping petrol, the radio waves of your phone will cause an explosion. And because this has happened in the news before once, it is guaranteed to happen. Again. I think that's what she believes. Cause like every time she's like pumping petrol and me and my sister are on the phone in the car, she'll be like, "You can't play on your phone, like the car is gonna explode, like the radio waves of the phone like mix it with the gasoline." I'm like, what? like what? You know, like I actually kind of want to research and figure out where that article came from, where that event came from, and if it was actually proven through science and data research that using your phone was the cause of the explosion. I don't know, it just seemed so bizarre to me, and it was just like, I don't think that's true, because like probability wise, the amount of people who have used their phones in the car when they're pumping, like when petrol is being pumped, and the odds of nothing happening heavily outweigh the odds of explosion happening, you know? Little things like this that are just like, By the way, chat, what do you guys have for lunch? Let's stop talking super deep. What do you guys have for lunch? I need to shoot someone an email. Bibimbap, brown rice. Oh, bibimbap! That sounds good! Korean food. That's yummy. Yummers. I want to get a new starting... Sorry, not like a starting, ending, and BRB screen soon. But I'm wondering if I should try to design it and animate it myself, or if I should just commission someone to do it. I'm not sure yet. An apple and an egg. I had too much carbs yesterday. Feels bad. Dude, that's so little though. Was it a big apple at least? Please tell me it was like at least semi-ish a big apple. Thank you for supporting the apple farmers. Oh my gosh, Bob. Speaking of fruits, I was like walking around a mall yesterday, and I passed by like a fruit vendor shop, a fruit shop, and it smells so good. Like the smell of fresh fruits, it was just so sweet and wholesome, and it was like, oh, I can see why Bob would want to be a fruit vendor. You know, it's like, it's really like, it's such a wholesome vibe. Ooh, Tiff, I have a question. What question? Ollie says apples curb my hunger though, surprisingly enough. Caffeine too, it's a given that I drink coffee. Oh, does caffeine curb hunger? I didn't know that. I want to do a Genshin Impact tier list, but like make it daily. Like, I wanna make a dating tier list kind of thing, but I'm trying to find it right now. Caffeine equals keto replacement for carbs. Apple, low glycemic index gets you as full as McD. Tifa, do you iron your cosplay outfits? Depends on the cosplay outfit. Some of my outfits have material that can't be ironed. Because if it were to be ironed, it will like shrivel up or melt or something. So no, I don't iron all my cosplay outfits, but my cosplay outfits are generally not that wrinkly or not that wrinkleable. If it is a cosplay that can be ironed and it needs ironing, I do iron. Bob says apples smell nice. I think that's why my bunnies like me. Aww. Turns out I was on semi-keto this whole time. I actually kind of want to try a keto diet just to see if it would increase my energy levels. Because I do, a bit like Key, I struggle a little bit with energy levels. But like, I feel like my reasoning is because I'm kind of anemic. So I'm wondering like, if going keto is even like a good idea. Okay, let me find... There's a tier list called Genshin characters you'll beat up. Oh my gosh. That's so funny. Guess we won't be doing some art. We're just gonna be doing some random just chatting. Which is nice, because I miss this. I worked still coffee brunches before. I can't survive on just coffee alone, because again the palpitations get to me. But I'm like kind of envious of people who can. Good carbs, more better than keto. Bad carbs. I thought a keto diet is cutting out carbs completely. Isn't that what it is? Okay, let me shrink this down so you guys can see the full thing. There you go. It's not, yep, but humans need carbs, so it's not necessarily better. Semi is okay. Hardcore keto is a bad long term. You get fatter more easily when you hit 40s because keto breaks metabolism. Oh, really? I don't really know how a keto diet works, minus the fact that you just remove carbs. But I don't know how possible that is, honestly, because carbs are like one of the easiest food to get, you know? So that's how I lost 3 kg. I guess depends on the body type. When I fix my diet and sleep, I don't crash and can work like at 5-6 hours of sleep. Oh my gosh, speaking of sleep, oh my gosh, dude, like, I feel like toward the end of of this year, so many people I know and love are getting like just hit with like depression, and it's not like the it's not like just like medically depression or whatever. It's more like the like a lot of hopelessness and despair and just like being lost and whatnot. And I relate to it all too well because that's how I feel these past few weeks, months, right? 2 girls came out this weekend about how like they're talking about how like they just wanted to sleep. They find it difficult to wake up because like waking up means you have to face life, and you don't want to face life because there's so many problems in life. So like they're sharing about how like, wow, this is not the appropriate music to be talking about something so depressing. Yeah, they're just talking about how like how it was like difficult to get out of bed, and how like they just wanted to like sleep in and everything. And I was just like, oh my god, this is like painfully relatable. I hate it. I don't like that. I don't like that. It's like it's so relatable-ish, you know, like, and it's a feeling that like it's not like I only felt that way towards recently, like these past few days, but I used to feel that way a lot when I was depressed. Like, you know that feeling where it's like you don't want to be awake, you rather just be asleep. And it's like, man, to have to go back to feeling that way, it's just like really shitty. And knowing that like there's people that I love and care for that are feeling that way, and there's not much I can do to help except pray for them and to like show my support and to check up on them. I help them in ways where I can help, but it's just like it just sucks to see people feeling the same way I'm feeling. But at the same time, oddly enough, it's like there is a sense of comfort in that, because it's like, wow, I'm not alone. You know, I'm not the only one who's feeling this way. And obviously, like, I know in my head that I'm not the only person that feels this way in life in general, but it's just like, it was just mind-blowing to see people feeling that way at the same time I was feeling that way, you know. And it's kind of like, man, if I had the answers, I would just gladly want to give you the answers on how to get out of it. But unfortunately, because I'm struggling with it myself, I don't have the answers. Wow, that's a really loud motorcycle. That's such a loud motorcycle. Oh no, I didn't save it. I didn't save the music that I used last time. Guess I gotta find it through my history then. When was my last stream? My last stream was 6 days ago. Oh no, I can't go 6 days ago. I need to go a bit. I should be going a bit more back. Was it this? Wait, okay, wait. I'm trying to find the music that I listened to last time. I think it was this. I should probably save this. I don't know if I'll get copyright. I don't think I was copyright strike the last stream or 2 streams ago, so it should be safe to use as background music. Anyways, hugs. Thank you, thank you. Clan music. Do clan music? Oh, ouch. Apples help too. Just don't eat apples past 3 p.m. Why? Yep, your sister will say otherwise. That's wrong. What? No, I think my sister feels that way too, honestly. I think that's why she's been so down. Anyways, D-Look will be I love you. Marry me, please. It should be fine as Twitch. My VODs get uploaded on YouTube, though. I don't think this is all the characters. This is not all the Genshin characters. This is just some of them. But let's see. Ganyu? I think Ganyu would be married too. But then again, she's such a workaholic. If she can like balance her workaholic problem, then maybe we could marry, but maybe I'll put her under date. I think Lisa I would date too. Or we could be besties. I'm okay with being besties with Lisa. Razor is not my type. Venti, I would rather not. Yeah, he's not my type either. I'm sorry. Singchu, I'll be besties. Jean is like also like I feel the same way. Like Jean is like female Ganyu in a way to me. I feel like she's a workaholic. I would probably a nice intuition. Really? They both have the same personality. Yeah, they're both workaholics. And I feel like Jean puts Mondstadt above her relationships, so I probably wouldn't. I would go on a date with her, but I don't think I'll marry her. I don't think I'll date her. I wouldn't want to be besties with her either, so I'll just put her in the orange zone. Albedo. Yeah, I'll date Albedo. Albedo seems nice. I'll date him. Like, if given the opportunity, I would date them. You know, why not? Why not? We could bond over art together or something, maybe. We can talk about the deep philosophies of life. I'll move this up a bit. Okay, I moved it up way too much. Hold on. Oh, I cut it very... Hold on, I cut the screen. Give me a second. Let me fix the crop on this. Transform, edit transform. Oh, it's not cropped? Oh, oh, interesting. Okay. Let me just fix this on stream. Like, I like the dutiful and defend type. It's not bad. It's not that I have anything against it, but it's just more like I don't want to feel neglected in a relationship anymore. You know, I don't want to feel that again. Chongyun. Oh, so loud. Not my type. I feel like I wouldn't put anyone here, honestly. I don't really have any character that I don't want to talk to me except maybe Ito. Zuko as what's this tier list for? It's a love dating tier list. So Red is like, oh, I love you, please marry me. And then if given the opportunity, I would date them. Would rather just be besties, not my type. Don't talk to me. Literally me. So no. How dare you hate my himbo Ito? He literally, I don't want him to talk to me, okay? I don't mind observing him from a distance, but I would not want to even have the idea of remotely pursuing something romantic with him. Thank you for the hydrate. I'll be child versus Dilo could end. Water meets fire. Suga says I had to pick up my sister from school, so I missed some stuff. It's okay. It's okay, Suga. Pop says sorry, churros. I'm with Tim. We're not friends anymore, Tim. You can look. Don't think of it that way. Think of it now. Ito is all yours. I would never compete for Ito with you. You know, like he is not my type. So you can have him all you want. If anything, this is good. This is a good thing. Ningguang. Yeah, I'll put Ningguang up here. She seems pretty nice. I feel like okay, like the thing is, I do love her, and I would love to date her. She'll be like in the middle. Like if there was a middle section for this, I'll put her in the middle. Because I feel like the only con that I have in dating Ningguang is that I will feel maybe inferior. And honestly, I feel like if she wanted to, she could probably easily get rid of me. And that's very dangerous and kind of scary. And I don't really want that. Like, can you imagine, like, if we were to get married and then, like, she wants a divorce because she doesn't like something in me? What if she just, like, hires people to get rid of me? She's too powerful. She's scary. I'll put her under this dating. I don't think I'll marry her. I will not have the security that I need. Zuka says, don't talk to me would be Scaramouche, and Giles. Yeah, don't talk to me would be Scaramouche for me too. But not Child. I love Child. Zuka says Ningguang has that money, so it's really understandable. I like money too. Dude, I'm scared she's gonna hire people to remove me. You know what I mean? You're just like, yeah, I don't know what happened to Tim. Like, we're so in love. And then like I'm just like in a barrel, drawn into like the ocean or something. And Yelang works for Ningguang. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I would not want to piss her off, but I would date her. I would love to be sugar mommy by her. I would rather be besties with Zhongli. I would not date him or see him romantically. Barbara. Barbara is literally me, so no. Not to say I relate to Barbara a lot, but I feel like she's too kind. She has no backbone, and I have no back. Like, thank you for the posture check. Thank you. I'm so sorry, Scott. I had to put a cooldown on the hydrate redeems because in one of my cookie run streams, people kept spamming hydrate, and I had to drink like 14 gulps of water in one sitting, and it made me feel sick. Like, I actually felt a bit sick afterwards. Yeah, Dre, sure. Skylar says running out of battery, gotta go. Have a great stream, Tifa. Thank you, Skylar. Take care. Suga says, then again, Yelang can tie me up. Really conflicting choices. Bob says, yeah, I think you have more backbone than Barbara. Who did that? Oh, y'all are wild. It was like Void and Dre and someone else, I think. Bob says, see ya, Sky-chan. So yeah, I don't think I can date someone with no backbone. It's too. I would want to be besties. As much as I really like Sucrose. Actually, you know what? No, I would put her in the dating zone. I would like to go on a date with Sucrose to see what it's like. Hi, Asta! Hello! How are you doing? I'm doing better. I can finally stream because I'm finally alone at home. Like, finally, you know? Like, I have not been able to have, like, personal time alone in 6 days. Sucrose is scary. She might talk about her experience in your day. I think I think I don't mind watching her talk about her experiments and go on about it and be very passionate about it. I think it will be fun to people watch her. I don't think I can fall in love with her enough to marry her, but it's like I feel like I could people watch her. Like I could enjoy watching her enough that the date would be interesting. Doesn't she have heliotrope brains in her lab? We just don't date in her lab, and it's easy. Joseph, speaking of stream, when we want to finally divorce it? I can do tomorrow. No wait. I might be able to do tomorrow night. I might be able to do Wednesday night. I can't do tonight because I have a wedding, and I can't do Thursday night because I have a class. So I might be able to do Wednesday night. Or if people leave the house, I can probably do Wednesday afternoon after 1 p.m. Yeah. Like literally, it's not that I don't want to stream. I want to stream. I just can't. Bennett, I would love Bennett, but his luck scares me. His luck really scares me. His bad luck really scares me. I don't think I'm strong enough to handle his bad luck. So, as much as I love him and I treasure him, I want to put him as not my type because he's definitely my type to be friends with. I wouldn't want to be besties with him because I think I would like to be besties with him, but seeing how much bad luck he has, I would feel too bad. You know, like I will feel very sad, like very, very sad. Like unfortunately, I have to put him under Don't Talk to Me because of his poor luck. But I actually do really like Bennett. So if it weren't for his luck, I would want to be besties with him. Like if it really, honestly, if it weren't for his luck, if it weren't for his bad luck, I would want to be besties with him. Don't talk to me or my son. But realistically speaking, I don't think I'm not strong enough mentally to be able to cope with his bad luck in the long run. You know? It's just hard. I'll leave him under this category, but he's between this category and Don't Talk to Me. Only because of his bad luck. Bennett's luck is so bad that Tips put him in Don't Talk to Me. Look, I love his freaking personality, okay? It's not just the adventurous thrills, it's the danger. I like safety. I like security. I cannot go out on a date with someone and you remember that day he had a razor where they went out and then they got trapped? They got trapped in the area near the ruin guard, the labyrinth looking area. They got trapped there for like a whole day or something. Like I can't do that. Like if your luck is so bad that you're literally putting me in danger, it's gonna be hard for me not to resent you. And I don't want to resent Bennett. I don't, because he's such a good boy and I love him. But his luck is just, it ain't it, sis, okay? It ain't it. That's why he will be in Don't Talk to Me. Child is I love you, please marry me. He's like here. He's with Dialog, okay? Not even a given. Hu Tao, I would love to be besties with, but I also feel like she is literally me, so no. I feel like I relate to Hu Tao's personality a bit too much. In terms of her personality, not like the funeral thing and whatnot, but the way she sees life and death, the way she is very playful and likes to play pranks and all this stuff. Out of all the characters, I probably relate to her a bit more than the others. But if she wasn't in the literally me so no category, I would want to be besties with her. Like I would like to be besties with her. So Tiff wanna kill someone and gives him a discount. Hu Tao ENFP too, yeah. So yeah, that's why Hu Tao is in the literal me, so no. Kaya is in the I would date. I probably wouldn't marry because it's too sus. but I would date him because he's hot. I'm kidding. Shangling is perfect. There's no reason not to marry her. She's sweet. She's adorable. She's like perfect. I'll put Kaya and Don't Talk to Me. The thing is, Kaya is very interesting. Like, I would like to pick at Kaya's mind. I feel like Kaya is very elusive, and I like to question people who are elusive to try to like get them to open up. So I would like to engage in a conversation or a couple of dates with Kaya to kind of get down. Like, I want to get down to business in a sense where I'm like, Kaya, I feel like you have some deep childhood trauma or something. Would you like to talk about it? And I just want to hear him open up in a way. That would be a fun challenge. I'm gonna explain why I wouldn't marry Child and Dealer. I wouldn't marry Child because of his job and because he's psychotic. Okay, like the fact that he enjoys battling and killing. That's something that's concerning. So if he had a career change, I would marry him. D-Look is also a bit concerning because he's always like disappearing and shit, and he's like he has his own way of doing things, and I'm worried that if he's very much in his own way of doing things and he doesn't have consideration on how that will affect me, that will cause a lot of tension in the relationship. Like, because obviously in a relationship, you have to start caring about the other people. So you can't keep doing your own thing without considering how it could affect your partner. So that's one thing. That's one of the reservations that I have about D-Look. The fact that he's like undercover doing the patootie stuff. Like, number one, I know it's a good cause, but it's dangerous. And two, like, it could affect me and my relationship with him. Oh, that's cool. ENFPs tend to like interesting people with layers and depth, like puzzles to keep the ADHD like brain busy. Yeah, that's how I feel. That's why I like deep people. I don't really like. It's hard for me to enjoy the company of someone who is shallow. Not to say I can't enjoy shallow people's company or shallow conversations, but I don't enjoy it as much as like deep, thought-provoking, or like experiential conversations. So I guess that's why I would like to like get to know Kaya. And if Kaya is like willing to not be sus, I would marry him. Like if he is like able to open up to me and stuff, I would like put him under marry. I feel like Shangling is the safest option out of these three guys. Same, I enjoy simple, practical people, but I like insightful people. Mona has bad money patterns, so I would just be besties. I can't be dating someone who's constantly broke. Noelle, she's wife. Noelle's literally wife material. Xingyan is not really my type. No, I would be besties with her. I would like to be besties with her. I will put her here. Rosaria, not my type. I can agree she's hot though, but she's not my type. I would probably prefer if she doesn't talk to me, honestly. Like, don't talk to me, not my type, somewhere in between there. I might put Rosaria under Don't Talk to Me, so Bennett has some company. I don't want Bennett to be the only one in this category. I feel like I relate to Amber too much too, so she's going in the literally me so no category. But if she wasn't in the literally me so no category, I would put her in. Yeah, this list is not updated. It doesn't have like the other characters like Ito and the rest. Yeah, if Amber wasn't here, I would put her under like, let's just be besties. I wouldn't mind just being besties with her. Good morning, Memo. Good morning. We're doing a dating tier list for Genshin. Official She's not my type. I'm sorry. I would be friends with her though. I would love to be friends with Visual, but she's not my type. Xiao. Uh, I would rather be besties with Xiao. I love Xiao. I think he's hot. He's cute, but he's too edgy for me today. Visual is literally Tiff within. What? What does that mean? Oh no, why is clown music playing? Oh no, my Chrome hanged. Okay, there we go. We're back. How is Visual me? Bye Memo! See ya, Churros. Oh, Churros says Uniline shit's got a child. Okay, bye Churros, take care, thanks for lurking. But as soon as Tiff read Bob's comment, the clown music played. For real, the timing. Oh my gosh, someone needs to clip that. Oh my god. It's a weird that I make clips of my own VODs. Is that a bad thing for a streamer to do? Cause like when I make clips of my own VODs, it's easier for me to download the clip instead of downloading the whole VOD and like putting it into like videos that I'm making. No, not really. Nope, that's normal. Okay, phew, that's good. Cause I was like, am I weird? Is it not normal to make like for the streamer to make clips of themselves? Okay, I'm going to finish this up. This is a bit tough. Beto. I don't know. I think I would want to be besties with Beto. I wouldn't mind going on one date with Beto. Other VTubers post like stream highlights in their YouTube, so it's normal. Yeah. I'll date Beto. I don't know enough about Beto to like I wouldn't mind going on a date with Beto, but I don't see myself dating Beto because I don't really like the sea. I don't really like piracy. I don't like drinking. A lot of the things that she stands for or values, like I don't really vibe with it. I see where she's coming from and I respect her lifestyle and I think she's very strong. But I just don't think it's very compatible with myself. I feel this way towards Kaching as well. I think Kaching would be under not my type. Or rather just Kaching reminds me too much of Normie's sister. So I'll put her in not my type. Beto is literally like child but with moral compass. The thing is, I feel like I see child as more playful than Beto. So I don't really see the resemblance between the two. But I can see where you're coming from. It just doesn't strike me as hard. I would like to go on a date with Ayaka or be besties with Ayaka. It's like somewhere in between two. I would like to go on one date or like the thing. Okay, the reason why I wouldn't date Ayaka is because hear me out. It's because I'm too needy of a partner in a sense where I would need my partner to be able to do crazy shit with me, you know? And Ayaka has an image and a reputation she needs to maintain and keep up. So for us to even date, it'll be kind of difficult because of the public eye, you know. And even in the instance, if I were to take her out of Inazuma, like let's say she is willing to leave Inazuma, which I feel like she isn't, I don't know. I just get that vibe that she probably wouldn't leave Inazuma because her duties and her responsibilities and you know her future lies there. Again, I don't see myself settling in a place like Inazuma. It's too dreary there. It's pretty, but like I wouldn't live there. It's too retirement home feeling ish. Um, let's say even if I were to take her out of Inazuma, I feel like she would still have to maintain her reputation, and so like I can't do the crazy shit I want to do with her. And again, this is like out of love and respect for her because like we just won't be compatible that way. So I would love to be besties with Ayaka. I would love to be besties with Ayaka. Good reasoning. I'll let you off this time. I have decent reasoning for all the people that put in here. I think opposite view, unlike Jane, I think Ayaka has repressed desires to go and explore as many hobbies she has. But that's the problem because she has those dreams and hopes. Yes, to some degree, I could probably. It would frustrate me too much. I think it would frustrate me because like I would be able to sense that she has these repressed desires, and I would encourage her to do it. But it would take a lot of patience to get her to live out that freely. And I don't want to need to drag someone along with me. I want them to be able to be as free as myself. I think it boils down to like how authentically do you live? I live very authentically to myself, or as much as possible. I feel like Ayaka not as much because of her duties and reputation. So I relate. That part of her is a very sensitive part. Like it's like a sore part for me because I do feel there are many times where I feel like I need to keep up a certain reputation or keep up a certain standard of living or whatever because of society or like my peer group or like my reputation as well. So it's too sensitive. It like her struggles are too relatable to me, and so it becomes like almost like a trigger point for me because it's like I don't want to live like that, and I can't be together with someone who is living in a way that I want to break out. I want to break free from. Good reason. I accept that reason as Ayaka. I will let you off. Yes, sir. But I love Ayaka, honestly. She's such a sweet. I think she has really strong wife material, wife goals. I would marry her if it weren't. If like, I guess if my principles and my lifestyle matched up a bit more with her. I need to build my Ayaka to be stronger, honestly, because like, I feel like I haven't been using her in Spiral Abyss, and she's very good in Spiral Abyss, but I haven't been using her. I haven't been using her in period. Yes, I am. I judge Ayaka builds, especially tips Ayaka. Ayaka! Diama Ayaka needs a lot of work, actually. I'm not even gonna deny that. I'm trying to find an updated dating list. I can't find an updated. Let me see if I can look for one. She uses a physical sword on Ayaka. That's why I started to feel suspicious of her and her Ayaka. Well, what am I supposed to put? What sword am I supposed to put on Ayaka? Come on. What, crit damage? I found one that's updated up until 2.4. But I can't find one that's like fully updated. Yeah, I can't find one that's like fully updated. Okay, I found this one. It's like a bit of an update, but not so much at the same time. There are like new characters-ish, but it's only up to Inazuma. None of the Sumeru characters are in. I think it's up to Ayato, because they don't have a picture for Ayato yet. Bye, Dre! Have fun figuring out who you're marrying. Invite me to the wedding, please. Okay, thank you, Dre! Thank you for the alert. The craftable Inazuma Sword if you want to go style. What if I want to go for pure raw power? Amenoma, pretty good. Or for DPS, crit damage swords are good too. So like Blackcliff? Should I give my Ayaya Blackcliff? Is that a good sword to give her? Blackcliff is a decent sword on her. Okay, maybe I can put Blackcliff on her then. I'm just gonna put back the ones that I put in the previous list. Where's Noelle? By the way, Noelle and Xiangling aren't really my type, but I feel like personality-wise, they're very dateable. Personality-wise. Man, now that there's a new category called Men Must Think About It, it's like, do I put this in the dating category, I guess? Ooh, they have Dainsliff! Yeah, I would totally go on a date with Dainsliff, that'd be nice. Zhongli, no. Signora, no. I don't date corpses. Sarah, no, not my type. Beidou, no, but we could be friends. Where's Kea? Kea's in the, I have to think about it. Oh, Kea's not even here. Huh, interesting. Fenty, no, straight up. No. Bennett, where are you? Bennett, I'm sorry, you're a no. No. Again, I don't date corpses, don't know anything about Toma. Dainsliff personality, Same as D-Look. Yeah. Yeah, my concerns about Dainsliff is the same concerns I have about D-Look, but to a greater measure. But I like Dainsliff's aesthetics a lot more than D-Look's. As for artifacts, 4-piece cryo pieces, and just that crit damage on her, just get her around 20% crit rate in your set. Is 20% crit rate enough for her? Toma, I would think about it. Cause like, I don't know how much his loyalties will lie with Ayato. Like, if Toma is so freaking simping for Ayato, I don't think we can date. Like, I need him to be able to prioritize his master and also myself. So I will put him under meh. I must think about it. You know, like I would not be happy if he puts his boss over me. Like that's kind of weird. I mean, I get it. I get that like Ayato saved your life and everything, but it's like, hello, if I'm your girlfriend, please. It's like the whole like putting your sister, like I don't know, just like not being able to prioritize your partner properly. Just, I don't want to do that again. This is straight up no. 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 You don't know, heck no. The Torre, no. Wow, the no list is huge. No, but we can be friends. I feel like Goro and I would be good friends. Because Goro is very thoughtful, is very sweet. I feel like Goro, I kind of relate to Goro in some sense. Where like, especially the way he helps people when he writes to people. But the thing about Goro that's different from me is I don't follow an instruction manual like to the T. I'm not as obedient as him. I'm much more like flexible and fluid in the way I do things and approach things. I got a response from one of my interviews. Okay, wait, let me send them something. I need to send them my updated CV. Goro gives good advice. Yeah, I feel like I would be good friends with Goro. And I would love to pet his ears. And I like to hear, is it for the job you wanted? No. It's last minute prayers for you, thank you. It's not a job I enjoy, but it's a remote job. It lets me work from home. And they haven't discussed income yet, but it's like I just like being able to work from home. And it honestly just requires writing articles. So it's like I feel like I can do it, you know, it's not that hard. But we'll see. If I don't get the job, I won't be that depressed. But if I get the job, it'll be nice. Is this from the sketchy guys? No, a different one. It's a different remote one. And it's not super sketchy this time because it's like it's a medical thing. Would I be free tomorrow for an interview? Am I free tomorrow? I applied for so many jobs at this point. I'm just like, I just want a job that pays decently well and lets me work remotely. But even if it, like, let's say it's a remote job and it doesn't pay as well as a non-remote job, I think I would still prefer that because at least I can still stream and I could still have time to do what I love because I don't have to go into office. I'm really praying that they just let it stay remote, because like if I have to go into office, that would kind of ruin the whole reason why I would accept the lower pay for a non-remote job. So it's like that's the thing I'm seesawing between. It's like either like remote job at average pay or non-remote job at good pay, good benefits. As says, I would choose lower salary plus remote over office versus high salary any day. Right, Esther? Right? Unless like like the job that requires me to go into office is like super good. Like I enjoy the work, I enjoy the people there, I enjoy the work culture, the benefits and the pay. Like that's the only reason I can see myself commuting every day, because I would literally be giving up what I enjoy and love doing. Bob says true, I can watch streams while working with remote. Exactly. I really like remote work. That's why I appreciate being able to do commissions. Because to me, commission work is basically remote work. It's just the only downside is that there's not a lot of stability in that because it's freelancing, essentially. Shunha, I will have to think about it because she could go psycho on me if she loses her ropes. I have to think about it. Yae Miko. Would I date Yae Miko? That's hard. Huh. Hello, honey. Welcome back. How's your day been? Like, I'm thinking, I'm back from playing games. What games did you play? Did you win? I don't like it when people that I'm not very close to use this kind of smile on me. Like, you know the dead eye smile? You know what smile I'm talking about? Like, I keep getting WhatsApp messages from someone that I'm not very close to. And it's like regarding work, okay? It's not like they're randomly messaging me, but like they will use that smile emote, like the dead smile emote, and I'm just like, do you use this with anyone and everyone, or are you like trying to tell me something? You know? Why is there a cat meow in this song? Why? That's so random. It's just like a random cat meowing. Yeah, that. But it's also the emote, like you know the Discord emote that I sent when I'm mad, the smiling one. It's this smile. But Plum, if they sent me that smile, I probably wouldn't be bothered by it at all. I would probably just laugh it off. It'd be so funny. But like, they keep sending me like the dead face smile emo. I'm like, dude, are you are you trying to say something to me? Like, you're scaring me. I'm gonna send it to you today. Yikes. I wanna know where to put Yae. I feel like we could be friends. I'll have to think about it. Ganyu is also, I would need to think about it. Eh? Jean, I would need to think about it. It feels passive aggressive, right? Right, it does. I feel like me and Tiff would be best friends RL and do good rat shit. Honestly, for real, I feel like I would like, even if I'm not doing ratty stuff, I feel like Fluff doing ratty stuff would just put me in a good mood, and will overall just be in a good mood. Cause like, I'm pretty ratty, but not like, I'm not to the level of Fluff with his friends. And I mean this in a good way too. I mean this like, I feel like I'm not as creative and funny in that kind of humor, but I find it very amusing. Like, I was watching one of Fluff's streams I think a week ago or something, and he was talking to one of his friends on stream, and they were just talking crap. They were just like saying the most random stuff, and it was so funny to me. Like I didn't even have much to say in chat because I was just amused listening to the conversation. Like, I was just having a good time listening to what was going on. I had nothing to contribute. I had nothing to say, but I was just like enjoying myself. It was nice. Bob says, Fluff, I can imagine that, like, both of you getting into crazy stuff. Bob says, I'll pass. You know, I feel like I'm more passive people watching kind. I think Tiff and I will get along decently RL. Me too. I feel like I'm a good in-between Bob and Fluff. Like, I like to passively watch, but I'm also kind of crazy. But I'm not as crazy, but I'm also not as watchy. I'm like somewhere in the middle. Like, when someone is more entertaining than me, I like to watch. But if the other person is more watchy than me, I tend to entertain. Like, I take up the crazy role. So it's like, I balance it depending on who I'm with, I guess. Oh, so ENFP. My stream consists of raging, shit talking my friends and games. The most introverted extrovert. Pretty much. I am pretty much an introverted extrovert. Like, I love people, but I also love to watch people and just get to know people without needing to be the people. I would need to think about it. Because, okay, I like her design. I think she's very pretty. However, I can't date Raiden Shogun. I definitely cannot date Raiden. She's too strict. She's too stick up her butt. But if we're talking about A, like AA, the A that's kind of lost, that's kind of like a child, maybe we could make something work. We could go on a couple dates, but I don't think. I feel like this might think about is essentially no, but maybe. You know, like, I would see, but I don't see it happening. I don't see us dating, but I could see ourselves going on a couple of dates to see how things go. Fluff says, I'll stream just for you, Bob. I like to see Fluff raging. Fluff says, Tiff, so you wanna either enjoy the stuff or make it a fun type of vibe? I actually enjoy, what's the word? I enjoy watching the vibe more, or just experiencing the vibe more instead of needing to contribute to the good vibe. So I really enjoy people like Fluff and his friends where they are already having a good vibe. So because they already have that good vibe going, I don't need to do anything to keep that good vibe up. I just get to enjoy it. Like, I just get to, like, you know, yeah, that's the best word I can explain it. I get to enjoy the vibe, the good vibe. But if I'm around people who don't really like create the good vibe, I feel pressured, or like I feel like it becomes my responsibility to create a good vibe. And so that causes me to have to exert a bit more effort to create that environment where everyone can have a good vibe, a good time, and, like, you know, good vibes, all that stuff. But I'm not so much able to enjoy it as freely because I have to put an effort to maintain it. Fluff says, oh my gosh, that would make me so happy because I love Tiff, and to be honest, if not one of my favorite, I feel in the same way. Bob says, "Ayo, we should play Apex for a trio now one day." Dude, I don't play FPS games, but if Fluff wants to collab in Phasmo, I would be so down to collab Phasmo. I feel like Fluff and me would just say crazy stuff to the ghosts in Phasmophobia and we'll probably get killed. But, you know, I feel like Fluff, let me know if you wanna collab Phasmo. That's the thing! Fluff will scream a lot. I won't be the only one screaming. You know? I had to like choose. Okay, I was like signing up for a VTuber group, and this is hello Blimo. The chart is for who will we date? Who will we date? So this is like the dating Genshin characters, but dating. It barely keeps my stream up. No, but Phasmo shouldn't be that heavy. Phasmo is like around the same. It should be like around the same as Apex, if I'm not mistaken. Just for fun. I lost my train of thought. I was gonna say something, but I forgot. Oh yeah, I was signing up for this VTuber group, but like and one of the criteria was like, oh, you have to link one of your favorite clips. And so I was rewatching my past clips, right, to try to find like one of my favorite clips. And literally, one of the clips in my previous Phasmo stream, I knew. Oh no, it's not just Kawa and it's not Kawa Entertainment. I also signed up. Oh well, I never finished the sign up because I had to make a video of myself and I never got around to it. I should probably get around to it. I could. But it was basically it was like a Kokoro agency or something like that. Until I get PC. So it was that. Thank you, Bob. And yeah, I was watching the clip and it was just like I was. My friends Ollie and Ed were like, Tiff, go near the door. And I knew that going near the door, there was gonna be a jump scare. But even with that knowledge that there was gonna be a jump scare, I still screamed. I still freaked out because I didn't know the intensity of the jump scare. Fluff says, until I get PC, we doing a which character will we smash? No, which character will we date? I think Smash would be different. If it was just smashing, I think Shenhe and A would be like up there. But no, this is like dating. So official is no. Chongyun is we could be friends. Yo Mia is also we could be friends. Albedo is yeah. Yeah, sure. Kazuha. I have to think about it. Nope. We could be friends. We could be friends. We could be friends. Oh no, I think I'll put her on the no. Noelle Bay! Eula is in... Oh, I haven't put Eula anywhere yet. Entertainment is a fun industry. It is. It is a fun industry. It's also highly competitive, and it's like a struggle bus, you know? For real, for real. Eula. No, I'm sorry. We're going based on skill, looks, personality, all. We're going on all, but mostly personality. I feel like if it's looks, Eula has one of my favorite looks, so Eula would be up there for looks. But it's not really her personality that makes me say no, it's her reputation. I feel like it would be hard for me to date Eula because like I would feel so defensive over her. And I would be very upset that people have such a negative view of someone I love so much. And it's just hard for me to reconcile that. It's not impossible, it's not like I can't do it, but I would feel constantly defensive over Eula, and I will want to move away from her so that she will be happy. But I feel like Eula wouldn't want to run away from it. Eula is to kind of face it in her own way, and that's a beautiful thing that makes her so strong and lovable. And also I don't really like the way she talks, so I wouldn't really date her. Yanfei is also a no, but we could be friends. It's like somewhere between a no, we can be friends, but it's easier to just put a no. Plus, it's gotcha, Tim, I love you. You make my day so happy. Just want to let you know that. Oh, thank you. I'm glad. I'm so happy that I could make someone happy. Like, with my streams and stuff. I love Yanfei. Just me. Okay, here's the thing. Yanfei, in one of her character thingies, she like overthinks stuff in a way where it's like, I remember she has like this one dialogue where she's like, oh my gosh, is the traveler in love with me because like the traveler came early from our dating whatever, you know, like I'm like, I think she would overthink things too much. I think I feel like I could be friends with her. I feel like we could be friends, but yeah, I think it will just stop as friends. I don't really see us having a chemistry or connection. I feel like me and Kokomi could be friends too, because I quite like how philosophical she is. Ether, we could be friends. Lumin, we could be friends. Okay, if you guys were to change something in my listing, what would you guys change? And why? Why would you guys change what you change? Bob says that's true. Yanfei does overthink, and I'm good at handling those types. Okay. I'm not good at handling people who overthink. Like, I feel like I will get a bit frustrated over it because it's like, stop overanalyzing things. Like, that's not what I meant. I don't like having to constantly explain myself. Boxy says Raiden number 1, explanation not needed. Raiden or Ado? Signora 100% will date. Bruh, but she did. You wanna date Ashes? You wanna date Ashes? I put Toma and Signora in no because I wouldn't date someone who's not. I wouldn't want to date someone who's dead. Tell him, Tim. I ain't interested in dating Dust. I'm sorry. That's not my thing. You love my beloved. What do you mean, Ollie? She's not dead. Sure. Thank you for the Lord Foxy. Thank you. Like, okay, I put A in must think about it because I wouldn't mind going on a date with A. I would not want to go on a date with Raiden Shogun. Raiden Shogun is too strict. Like I can't. Fluff says I'll move Ningguang, Gagne, Raiden, Zhongli, Fazaria, Beidou to top. But Zhongli is broke. Zhongli is broke AF. Oh wait, I'll put Zhongli in. We could be friends. I could definitely be friends with Zhongli. I could be friends with Bennett. I could be friends with Mona. Ollie is making enemies out here. Ollie says keep consuming copium. For real. Van says I will also put Lisa. I definitely would date. True. I would also definitely date Lisa actually. I have no reason to end Sucrose. Sucrose is like a testing ground, so I don't know if we will actually get along, but that's how I feel about Albedo as well. I'll just use only the shield me, that's it. Just for the shield? Girl, female version, I will think about it. I think if Goro looked less childlike, if Goro looked more dependable, I would probably think about dating him because I do like his personality, but he literally looks like a trap, you know, with the crop top and everything. Like, he looks like a femboy, and there's nothing wrong with femboys, but I am not attracted to femboys. It's not my type. So, Goro is secretly his housewife. So if we're looking at personality solely, Goro would be up there, and I would think about it or I would date. But I don't like how he dresses. Like he looks too much like a fanboy. I cannot. Nikita-san says Miss Hina #1. I would totally date Miss Hina though. Like, I love Goro's Hina design. Like, Bam Goro design looks so damn good. Like, I would date female Goro. Yep, I'll still continue to keep Suko's main. I must think about it. Maybe same with Alpha actually. Well, Mikida, you were playing Learn Japanese to Survive? It's a new game. True, the design gives off -1. Yeah, right, but true, ability and Sucrose has the same personality too. Van says, I see Tiff lurks around Twitter for fan art. I'm kind of on Twitter just to be on Twitter. I don't actually... I do appreciate the art that's on Twitter and the fan art on Twitter, but I don't really use Twitter for a reason. I'm kind of just on it to connect with my VTubing friends like Lupin. I mean, you can get a lot of fan art there. Really? You mean for Genshin or you mean for yourself? What do you mean by fan art? I'm trying to see if there's anything else I would change. I would probably be friends with Vishal and Venti. I could see myself as friends with Venti. Yeah, there is a lot of Genshin fan art. If I have to be like very serious and very real, and this is like realistically talking, I would put Child and think about it, AI and think about it, Jane Swift and think about it, Phil can think about it. I might put Ayato and I think about it, but I'm not sure. Oh, thank you for redeeming discussion time, Fluff. Fluff says, if you could have a second chance at one event in your life, what would you choose? Wait, does my life continue from that one event that I'm restarting? Or is it just the event itself that I get to restart? Like, if I were to change that event, will it change the course of my whole life? Or will it, or is it only limited to that sole event? depends on how you perceive it, whichever. Bob says so hard to answer. I think if I could have a second chance at one event in my life, it would be for me. For me, it would be probably moving. I think I would have been more insistent on my parents to get a green card in America, because I stayed in US long enough that I could have applied for a green card. So if that's an event I could change, I would change that. I would have probably found a way to convince my family to allow me to stay in the States, or at least convince my parents to apply for a green card for me, so that my chances of being able to go back to US wouldn't be as slim as they are now. If it's not a life-changing event, great answer. Thank you. Thank you, love. Bob says probably not to give up on piano. Aww. I gave up on piano too. I stopped at grade 3 because I didn't have the discipline to really force myself to continue learning. If it's not that, I'm trying to think. Yeah, I think that's the only event I will redo. I don't think I will redo anything else. Because even the things that I do kind of regret and wish I could redo, the things that came out of it made me the person I am now. Like, if it's not the US thing, I would probably go back to the event where I chose my college course. I would have probably chosen to study psychology instead of entertainment and communications. But I'm worried that if I did not study entertainment and communications, would I come to a point where I'm streaming now? Would I have the skills and abilities that I have now? Like, these are things I wonder about. Estelle says I regret more things that I didn't do than what I did. I think my problem is more of the opposite, I would say, because like certain decisions that I make in life, I feel like because I made those decisions, I couldn't choose the other option. And that makes it difficult to make decisions for me, at least. Because let's say, for example, because I studied entertainment and communications, I never got to pursue psychology. So the option of like, what if I had pursued psychology? Where would I have been? What would I have been? You know? Would I have been happier? Would I feel less lost? Would I, there's a lot of things that I wonder about, but I feel like there's no point for me to dwell in the regret, because there's nothing I can do about it anyways. There's nothing I can really change about it. But yeah, that's something. That's something. I think making choices as an adult is difficult. I don't know if it's just me. Do you guys feel that? I feel like if you're asking me to make a choice like about things that don't really impact my life, like example, like should I wear red socks today or blue socks today? That doesn't really matter to me. Should I eat noodles or should I eat carbonara? Like something like that. It's like that doesn't affect me that much. But when it comes to bigger issues like should I work remotely or should I work in the office? Should I work in Malaysia or should I work overseas? Should I work in this industry or should I work in that industry? These decisions hurt me because there's always the what if I chose something else. And I've realized that that's not really a healthy mentality to have. I don't think me dwelling on the what ifs really helped me, but I can't help but do it. It's like a bad habit. Like, example, like, let's say I take up this writing remote job. I will always have that lingering thought, like, but what if I like, because I'm taking this writing remote job, what if I'm not getting to experience what office like is like? What if I don't get to meet people that I'm supposed to meet in the office or whatever? You know, like I have these weird thoughts like this, and it's like the fact that life is filled with so many endless possibilities, and your choices will shape your future. That's such a huge pressure, you know? Like, I kind of wish I could just see all the possible outlines or outcomes and then choose the outcome that I'll be most happy with. But of course, that's not realistic. But if I had the option to, that would be nice, you know? Hello, MD! Hello, honey! Welcome to the stream! Bob says, I super relate to Tifa, thought about two answers. 3, if I include the college thing, but I wouldn't have become who I am today if not for those painful experiences. Yeah, that's how I feel too. Love says few to choose and do much to think and consider. Love says, yeah, more meaningful issues and stuff. That what if is crazy, scary to feel because we never know what could have and what if this and that, whatever. Bob says it's part of intuition. Extroverted intuition specifically likes to imagine possibilities, including the negatives. That's the painful thing. It's like, I have all these things that I want to do and be, but I can't do and be all of them. You know? And if I do want to be all of them, I gotta be really disciplined and really, like, grind it in, you know? Like I wanted to be a writer. I wanted to make my own films. I also wanted to be an actor. I wanted to be a streamer. I wanted to be an influencer. I wanted to be an artist. I wanted to be a manga artist. I wanted to be a storyteller. I wanted to do poetry. I wanted to do spoken word. Like, all of the things that I lean toward. I wanted to be a counselor at one point too. I wanted to be a psychologist. Like, if you notice, like, there is a general theme of, like, the things that I'm drawn to, but the ways I can pursue it is so broad and vast that I'm just like, what is this, you know? I know for sure that my purpose in life is something related to people, media, entertainment, storytelling, and the storytelling part is in many forms. Like, just storytelling itself, it can be in the form of writing, it can be in the form of screen media, it could be in the form of poetry. There's just so much when it comes to story. But I feel like I'm very drawn to beautiful stories and they move me, but I don't have the skill and ability to create these beautiful stories. But the impact of these stories mean a lot to me, and I feel like my role is to have some kind of play a part in telling beautiful stories that can impact people for the better and for the good of humanity. How I'm gonna achieve that or do that, I have no idea, but I've been told by a couple people, and I take this with a pinch of salt, okay, chat? I take this with a pinch of salt. But I've been told by people that I have been given a gift to make things easy to digest and understand. And the way I communicate things is normally done in a way that's kind of like fun and engaging. So, there were people that told me, like, Tiff, you have a voice, and you can use your voice is very captivating in a way. And they're not talking about my actual physical voice. I don't think my voice is that great, like, physically, but like the way I see the world and communicate it is done in a way where it's easily digestible for most people. So I'm just like, does that mean I should be a teacher? And then they're like, I don't know. I don't know. But like, I'm still trying to figure out what my ikigai is, you know? If you guys know what ikigai means, it's like your purpose in life or something. I'm still trying to figure that out. I still don't know what it is. But I'm starting to get a gist of it. Because as I kind of explore myself and find out more about myself and what I'm good at and what makes me feel fulfilled, or like what I can make a living out of, and what I can bring to society. Like, I need to find like some kind of midpoint between all this, and then like make it my career somehow. Bob says, I don't think you should be a teacher, but I think you should and can try teaching twice a week an hour to meet new people just for fun and learning at them. The problem is, I don't want to be a teacher, but I do teach every week for free, you know, because I serve in church, so I'm technically like a teacher in a way. But it's like, and I have no qualms with it. It's just, it's not really the teaching part that makes me feel happy. It's the ability to pass down helpful knowledge and information in a way that people can receive it and it benefits them, you know? Like, I feel a lot of fulfillment when people tell me, oh my gosh, Tiff, I didn't think I could see life this way, or like I never had this perception, or I never had this thought, or like I didn't know I have this. I enjoy coming to moments with people where we have that like light bulb moment, and it's like, whoa. It's like, whoa, wait a minute, I see the world like this, and I don't have to see it. And it's like, yeah, I don't know. Bob says, I think your personality shines the brightest on the stage. That's where you belong. Really? Bob says, Tiff, your voice is amazing, but also all of you and how you present yourself shines and you drive when you find out what you want to do. I'm like, okay, not to say, I'm trying to explain it. I don't mind the spotlight, but I feel like being in the spotlight requires so much responsibility and discipline, and there's so much power in it that as much as I enjoy it, I don't want to be reckless with it, and it scares me. It like not the spotlight itself doesn't scare me, but the work that goes into being in the spotlight, that kind of scares me. So the spotlight itself, it doesn't scare me. I feel like I'm able to navigate the spotlight just fine because I didn't. I studied entertainment. I worked with the entertainment industry, but the discipline and work to make your spotlight, one, a good impact, like beneficial for society, and two, make it good enough that people will want to stay and watch it, or stay and pay for it, or support it, stay like it enough to support it both monetarily and also just being there to support. I feel like that takes a lot of work, Fluff says, I don't think you'll be reckless as long as you stay true to you and be you'll be great. True. And D says, Fluff, happy to know this. Fluff says, I feel my purpose in life is to... Wait, I lost the chat. I feel my purpose in life is to help people in some type of way, Ben. I'm glad my job gives me that ability. I'm really happy that you found your purpose in life, Fluff, and that your job and your career helps you to feel fulfilled in life. Because that's so important. I feel like our careers and our jobs take up such a big part and big chunk of our life that it's too sad to not choose a career that makes you feel fulfilled in life. But again, that's a privilege, you know. Esther says, that's why I don't want to think about those kinds of things. I would rather think that I am who I am today because of what I have chosen, regardless of what the outcome is. That's true. I don't like thinking of what ifs, but I can't help but wonder sometimes. It's like, what if I stayed in the US? But then again, I wouldn't be who I am today if I stayed in the US. Or like, what if I didn't do communications? What if I study psychology? Would I still be the person I am today? Or like, what if I didn't, you know, there's so many what ifs. So many what ifs. I hate that. Bob says, the best advice I got from someone I respect is to spend time on a unique skill and practice and actually do the grind. Action is the antidote. Is my new waifu Layla on the set? No, Sally, she's not. I wish she was though. I would put her on our date. Or I would think about it. But hello Zero, how are you doing? Fluff says, wow, I love that. I know, right? The problem with, okay, this is my struggle. This is my struggle as an ENFP. I am not disciplined enough. And it bothers me so much. I want to be disciplined though. It's not like I don't want to be. I want to be. But I live my life so much based on what I feel like doing in the moment. Like spontaneously, you know? Like, it's very hard for me. Like, even making a freaking stream schedule is so difficult for me because if I make a stream schedule, if something happens in my life and I'm unable to maintain that stream schedule, it's like I can't even keep up to the basic routine of that, you know? Being honest and aware is the first step. Proud of you. Like, I'm aware of it. I don't like it. I don't like that part about myself. I really dislike that part about myself, actually. I don't like the fact that, like, I don't have routine in my life. And I want to have a more consistent routine that is like disciplined, but I'm very externally motivated, so it's hard for me to internally put rules and regulations on myself because I always feel like, you know, no one else, like if it's not enforced onto me by someone else or by an external factor or party, it's hard for me to stay disciplined, if that makes any sense. Like, example, like, I'm more likely to do art if people commission me because someone is expecting me to do art, you know? But I will never draw my own freaking emotes even though I know I should do my own emotes and I can do my own emotes and I want to do my own emotes, but because I have no freaking discipline in myself, I don't do it. It sucks. Problems of ENFP include starting many things and hobbies and not seeing things through and chasing shiny objects. Exactly, Mom. Exactly. Like, I know for sure that I'm attracted to like the highlights, and I know that there's a lot of behind the scenes and work that go behind it, but I just like, I need something to keep me doing the behind the scenes work or like grinding, you know? What if I pay you to do your own emo? Fluff, please. Oh my gosh, Zion! Wait, Art Senpai! Sorry, I what, Art Senpai? Follow me! Thank you for the follow! What the heck? Oh, wait, let me hydrate. Thank you for the hydrate. Guys, if you guys don't know, Zion is someone that I follow. Like, before I started Twitch, I was on art Instagram, okay? And Zion was one of the artists that I followed that I really admired, okay? I really like her art. And it's not just her art, her personality is very funny because she's like a deluxe simp. I remember I was following her around the time when she was trying so hard to get deluxe. So when she finally got deluxe, I was really happy for her because she was like simping so hard to try to get D-Look for the longest time. So it's like, wow, congratulations. Now I kind of feel like I'm in that loop because I've been trying to bring D-Look home and D-Look has just been avoiding me. He's not coming home. But yeah, yes, D-Look Sim, I shall respect you forever. Yeah, Zion has really, really cute art too. Very recognizable art. I'm so late, gomenasai. No, yeah, nothing to apologize for. Oh, let me hydrate. Thank you for the hydrate too. Your birthdays together? What is this chart? This is a wood date chart. This was my original chart where I have these boys here. Chao is above here. Chao is here, I think. Bro, I never wanted D-Look, but I have him C1. Bro, I want D-Look so bad. I've been trying to get him. Like, I've been trying to lose 50-50 for him. One day I'll see 6 D-Look, please no. Give to me. But, dude, Fluff, that is such a 5-head plan though. I agree with Bob. Like, that's the thing. Like, I feel like I need a manager or something. I need someone to be like, Tiff, I need you to do this and I need you to finish it by this date. And then I will be like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna do it. Because there's like someone like relying on me in a way. Like I'm kind of obligated to be disciplined. Hell yeah, Lamau, I'll give 1 to you and 1 to Tiff. Zion says, do you get the deluxe skin even though no deluxe? No, I'm not that simpy yet. But if I do get deluxe, I will get the deluxe skin. I'm saving my Genesis crystals solely for the deluxe skin right now. Fluff says, Tim, I'll be your manager. Really? I'll draw money at you. Really? Oh my gosh, Fluff. Fluff be funding my ability to be a proper content creator. Ollie says, sorry to detour, but holy smokes, the 1U Christmas decor looks so epic. Really? Oh my gosh, you know, I was supposed to go to One Utama today, but I got lazy, so I cancelled my plans, and I'm streaming. Like, I canceled my plans solely to be able to stream. Because, dude, Zion, why would I not? Scar tried to kill us multiple times, Zion. Zion, please. I know Scara is good looking, okay? I know a lot of people like being murdered, but I'm not into that. I like being alive. I like living, you know? I don't want to have to fear for my life with my partner. So yeah, I would not date Scara because I can't. Also, you can call me Shion. Oh, okay, I'll call you Shion then. Fluff says us trio mastermind content creator too. Bob says just plug us when we stream after 8 years. For real. I will. You should make me and Fluff your managers. Yo, I mean, if you guys wanna, like, I'm down. Here's the bad thing about having a manager role and also being my friends. A lot of the reasons why I can't do what I do is not because I don't want to do it, but because I don't have the environment to do it. Like, let's say, like, my mom will, like, yesterday, I wanted to stream yesterday. I genuinely wanted to stream yesterday, but my mom was like, Tiff, you gotta run errands with me. And I'm like, well, okay. And I got home at 8 p.m. I could have streamed at 8 p.m. because I do evening streams, but my mom was sick and she wanted to rest. And she sleeps in the room I stream in. So I have no choice. I have to no stream. So it's like situations like this that happen so frequently in my life that I'm just like, I need some kind of routine. I need some kind of stability. Zion says, squint at it, look at that Tartaglia. Look, okay, the reason why, let me explain myself. The reason why Child is not here is because Child's job literally involves murder, okay? I can't be dating some assassin. Alright, I need a safe lifestyle. I need my partner to make me feel safe and secure. I can't be like, honey, I'm home and I'm covered and he's covered in blood. And I would be like just like freaking out, like, oh my gosh, like, are you okay? And he'll be like, oh, don't worry, it's not my blood. I would be like, what do you mean it's not your blood? Whose blood is it then? That's the reason why Child is where he is. Alright? Child is a very polarizing character, the Genshin writers admitted. Yeah. But the thing is, that makes me love Child so much, is that Fluffus could have been another ASMR stream. I know it could have been another ASMR stream, but I was scared that, like, I don't know, my mic was gonna pick up certain sounds, because again, there was like tension in my family between my sister and my mom, and my sister was also in the room. I didn't want them to like fight. Fluff says, Tiff, you never know, he gonna make you do like his little brother. True. Watch them redeem the Tora. Like, no, I hope they don't. Please, I know the Tora is hot, but like, he's not redeemable. I don't, dude. The fact that they were able to redeem Scaramouche, I was just like, my. Okay, that doesn't show that well, but I was just like flabbergasted. I was just like, what? I like what? What? Like, Scaramouche is playable now? Like, I thought it was a joke. Like, the fact that they actually made Scaramouche playable and they redeemed him somehow, quote unquote, I was just like, the power of simping. Like, Scaramouche garnered such a large simp audience that it would be too much of a loss of money if MiHoYo did not make him playable. I prefer the Tora to keep being a mad scientist. Right, Esta? Shion says, pretty sure Genshin gonna give up redeem every evil character so we can be friends. His redeem arc is Archon Quest, but his Archon Quest... Wait, his Archon Quest is literally just him dying. Like, okay, he didn't die, but he like fell down. He wanted the Genosis, and then like what's her name? What's her name? Nahida picks up freaking Scaramouche, and it's like, okay, you be good boy now, okay? And then Scaramouche be like, okay, I be good boy now. I'm like, what? What? As a Scara simp, it's funny to see. I'm just shocked by the power of Scara simps, dude. The amount of art senpais that I look up to that love Scaramouche, I'm just like, I love you guys and I admire you guys, but I'm also very concerned. I am very, very concerned because it's just like, Scaramouche needs therapy. That's what he needs, okay? He needs therapy more than anything else. Bob says, in that sense, I like Child better because he doesn't ask for redemption instead of forcing it. Kazuha X Scara hot takes. What? Shion, what? Oh my god, that's a mind-blowing shit right there. Esta says, have you seen the interaction with Nahida in the teapot? She behaves like mom. I don't ship him, okay? Oh, okay, Shion, okay. But it's funny. Dude, I don't ship any, I try not to ship any Genshin ships because, like, it's just, I just rather not. Like, the only Genshin ships that I can kind of see is like Chongyun and Xingqiu, and like Child and Zhongli. I could also see Zhongli with Ningguang. Yae with A. Lisa and Jean. But the thing is, it's not just like romantic ships. I feel like I can see them as like good friendships too. Yeah, I feel like I relate more to extend ships of the Genshin characters than shipping the Genshin characters of itself. XV, thank you for the follow! Welcome to the Different Fan, XV. What were Yomi and Child doing in the forest? Dude, they better not be cheating. That's why, okay? If they were, someone is gonna get strangled by a red scarf. But then again, Yomiya does kind of look like the love child between Child and Lumin. Like Yomiya kind of looks like a mix between them. They being extrovert. I also like D-Look and Jean. Like these are the typical pairs that I see, but it's not even like I don't really romantically pair them up. I can see why they could be romantically paired up, but I just don't feel the need to romanticize them. But that's my 2 cents. That's how I feel about it. Like if I would say my favorite Genshin pairing is cough Twitter. My favorite Genshin pairing is probably maybe it's either Chi Lumi or Jin Look. And let me explain why. Chi Lumi, yeah, I like Traveler X character, me too. Like, I like Traveler with Child because I feel like their dynamics is very best friend rival looking. It's not like romantic, like, oh, you protect me, it's not that. They have this kind of rival friendship, best friend kind of dynamic. That's how I feel about Chilumi. So I ship them because I feel like that's an interesting dynamic, you know? That's true. Their personality literally means good and evil rivalry, ISTP and ESTP. Yeah. I also like Jinlook because I feel like they could balance each other out. Like, I feel like D-Look is way too individual, does things his own way, and I feel like Jean cares too much for the people. Like, she needs to learn to be a bit more selfish. And so I like their dynamic because, like, I feel like they could balance each other out, and it would be for the good of Mondstadt. Like, they would be like a power couple, and it's not just like a power couple for each other. Like, I feel like together they would become very good for Mondstadt. Since says not de Eula, I think Eula and Amber are better off together than Eula with Jean or Eula with D-Look because of their family backgrounds. SS is both too serious though. So that's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping that 2 negatives will make a positive. That's what I'm hoping about the Jean-Look thing. Jean-Look is a safe pairing. I also understand why some people would ship Shelvin. I have a friend, an art friend, who ships Shelvin, and she does really cute Shelvin art. She's the person that did my banner art for Twitter. Her name is Xian Yi. She I can see why people would like Shelvin. Lore wise, I don't see them together. But personality wise, I could see why someone deep and carefree like Venti could probably pair up with someone who's also deeply introverted like Xiao. Bob says, I think Jean will have a tough time opening up to D-Look's vulnerable side, but it's a pretty okay pairing. Yeah. Yeah. If it's not that, then maybe Ayaka and Traveler. I feel like Ayaka and Traveler would also make a good pairing, because Traveler brings out, makes Ayaka kind of like explore life and live a little. I imagine them to be a full-time office worker pair instead, both too into their work. True, I can see that. I can see that too, Esta. I can definitely see that too. Bro, there's a DICE tier list. Someone made a Genshin Impact DICE tier list. And freaking Paimon's DICE are there. That's so weird. Why? Why is the Genshin community like this? Oh my goodness. Okay, I actually need to start getting ready to run some errands soon. So unfortunately, I'll have to end stream after this discussion time. Fluff says, discussion time. 3 playable Genshin characters you remove from the game. Go. Oh my gosh, Fluff! That's so hard. Scaramouche? Sorry. I'll just be cancelled so hard. Yeah, I was gonna say Ito too. Okay, let me think. I will probably remove. Yeah, I'll probably remove Aloy. I'll remove Aloy. I'll remove Rosaria. And I'll remove Sarah. Oh, and Scaramouche, obviously. Tiff is not making friends. Like, I will only keep Ito because, not because of his playstyle or anything, but because there's no other himbos to replace him so far. Like, he fits the himbo archetype. Yeah, unfortunately, I will remove Rosaria because I feel like I don't see enough of Rosaria to care that much about her. And her skill, like, I just don't play, I don't play Rosaria enough to enjoy playing her, and her design is nice, but I think it's okay at best. I feel like if no one, like, if Rosaria never existed, it wouldn't make much difference to me, personally. I feel this way towards Sarah, too. But I feel this way more towards Rosaria than Sarah, because Sarah did play a big part of lore in the Inazuma scene. Because she was the one that was hunting down the visions. So I feel like for that reason, for lore reasons only, I wouldn't remove Sarah. But gameplay wise and character design wise, I think she's like she's okay. So yeah, the characters I removed is Scaramouche, Rosaria, and Aloy. Yep. If I wanted to troll everyone and ruin gameplay for everyone, I would remove Zhongli, Kazuha, and Bennett. And then Genshin will be no fun anymore. like I feel like those 3 characters make Genshin Impact so much more enjoyable. Bennett, Zhongli, and Kazuha. Like, if I wanted to troll and ruin the game, I would remove those 3 characters. For me, Aloy, Yujin, and Barbara, YOLO. I feel that. I feel that towards Yujin and Aloy too. Like I wouldn't really miss Yujin that much because again, I don't really play her. I'm not a big fan of her skills, but I kept her because I feel like out of all the leader characters, she is the most culturally representative of Chinese culture. Like, she is very like culture-ish, you know? For Barbara, yeah, I'm okay with scraping Barbara, but at the same time, I feel like Barbara plays a big role in terms of Mondstadt culture with the church and everything. So yeah. Upper Slayer, Junwei, hello, welcome to the stream. Bob says Noel means crying. Why? Why would the Noel means cry? Scara Nation is pretty hardcore. The Scaranaras, dude, for real, the Scaranaras, they strong. They're powerful. They really like. I guess maybe that's why they would like Scaramouche. I don't understand. I need an explanation. Why do Scaramouche fans like Scaramouche? Please explain. Do you actually like the danger of being with someone that could potentially kill you or want to kill you, or is it like because he's like a bad boy, a dangerous bad boy? Like I want to know. I want to know what is it that makes Scaramouche so attractive. He literally looks like an Asian boy, like a typical Asian boy, you know. Ah, Fluff, thank you for the arara. There's the arara. Eugene buffs Noelle like Bennett. Oh, I didn't know that. I don't play both of them. They also kids. I don't main Noelle. I guess that's why. Some people just like being treated like that, I guess. Do they like the idea of being treated like that, or do they actually like being treated that way? Because I feel like the idea of it and the actuality of it are so different, you know what I mean? I think they like the idea. The funny thing is, like, I don't even find Scaramouche hot. Scaramouche looks like the typical Asian kid. Like, you put him in like a Malaysian school uniform, he'll look like any kid up, like in Asia. It's easy to think about who you want to date when you think about happy moments, but when you're depressed and alone, it feels different. I guess so. Oh, I really should get a move on because I gotta bounce now, chat. But thank you for hanging out with me. I hope you guys have a good night, good evening, or whatever. I will be working on Bob's emotes off stream. So I don't know if I want to stream his commission art, but I will try. I'll see if I can make time to do it. I want to, of course, but I don't know if I will still be alone at home because I'm pretty sure my parents are gonna come home soon. The kind of people you think are suddenly different people. Love says, okay guys and girls, I'm gonna head to sleep. Everyone be safe and talk to y'all soon. Love ya. Bye Tip. I love you. I love you too, Love. Good night, sweet dreams. Bob says, see ya, Birdman. Narigato. Esther says, thanks for the stream tip. Thank you, Esther. Thank you, MD. Thank you, Bob. Thank you, Bob. Thank you, everyone who decided to stay and just listen to me ramble about life and whatnot. I hope you guys had a good time. Here are your raid messages. I'm gonna pass you guys off to... I think I'll pass you guys off to... I'll pass you guys off to Aki. Because Aki is streaming Genshin. So at least you guys might find it a bit more relatable. Thank you, Nimble! Thank you, everyone! Thank you, everyone who stayed to watch. Oh no, I gave a shout out. I didn't raid my brain. Aki Makiro. Okay. Bye, Nimble. Take care. Take care, everyone. Oh wow, it just started raining. No. No, I don't want to drive in the rain. Oh man. Oh man. Oh, everyone take care. I'll see you guys in the next stream. And hopefully the next stream will be soon. I'm hoping it won't take too long. See you guys.